All right, what's going on, chat? Hope you're all having a good every time, man. All right, what's going on, chat? Hope y'all are having a good one. Appreciate the prime sub there, Scotty boy. Welcome to the Rat Pack. Yeah, PTCG Live down, but even if PTCG Live wasn't down today, the stream is still just gonna be making some decks for the new set release on Thursday. So that's what we're doing today, set releases or building deck lists. Tomorrow's stream gonna do the kind of the same. Gonna start the stream with just deck building, and then I'm gonna play the late night tournament after that. I don't know what I'm gonna play. Probably Grimmsnarl or Archaladon, because those are like the other two decks I was like picking between last time. How did your match go last night? Lost in top 8. Yeah. With the new sets out? No, comes out Thursday. New set comes out Thursday. So yeah, today, probably a shorter stream today. Doing some deck building. Tomorrow, deck building into the late night tournament, playing Grimmsnarl or Archaladon Bomb. Thursday, 12-hour stream with the set release of Black and White. Friday, probably reasonably long stream as well. Probably not going to play in the late night not the late night tournament, the Doom tournament. Not going to play the Doom tournament, just going to build decks, play games. And then Saturday, we got the Invitational going down. Yeah, Saturday, we got the Invitational happening. I might start the stream before the Invitational happens and just like play some more games with decks. We'll see. Our list going in the Discord. Yeah, I mean, I'll put them in the Discord at the end of the stream or something like that. Yeah. You'd be down to see viewers brood deck lists for Black and White. You're just doing your own thing. I'm just gonna do my own thing. Black Ball, White Flower online already? Nope. Thursday. I added 2 Rhyme and 2 Morty's Conviction to my Grimmsnarl list instead of Research. Am I cooking or have I burned down the kitchen? I mean, you're not cooking, that's for sure. What'd you lose to? Raging Bolt. Post-tournament thoughts on Zard? It's fine. Yeah, the deck's fine. Nothing crazy. Tier 3 deck, probably. When did they become legal for tournament play? 2 weeks after set release. Set release is this Friday, so 2 Fridays after that Friday. We building United Wings with Alola Malola and Brave Bangle? Maybe. We're just gonna start building decks and then we'll see where we end building decks. I'm gonna start building decks. And then we'll do some more deck building tomorrow before late night tournament. And then how many ever decks we get done is how many decks we get done. So we'll see. Blame the Elsa Raging Ball on the Perrin. True. Always blame Perrin. I think honestly, looking back on like game, I'd have to go back and rewatch game 1. I think in game 2 I should just put Fez and Dippity down and start drawing cards with Fez. I think that was a mistake. I should just like, even though Fez is like a liability that I could have maybe played around having it come up and be a factor, I should have just put the Fez in play and just like drawn cards. So that way, like I always had Fez or Pidgeot supporting my field. But appreciate the 62 months there, Dave. What do you think will be this year's toolkit? No clue. Greninja EX seems decent with Ignition Energy. Definitely a buff to it for sure. Yeah, I'm not sure how good it is, but any cards you're excited for? All of them. Oh, any cards you're most excited for from Black and White? All of them. Do you want to see my essay for school? I need someone to proofread it. I would not be a good shot for that. Appreciate the tier 1 there, Mats. Over to the Rat Pack. Looking forward to the new Zoroark as a partner to Dragapult. Looks really fun. You see some form of control being viable? No clue. In your opinion, is Gholdengo a tier 1 deck? No clue. Haven't played in the format yet. Yeah, haven't played in the format yet. No clue. Seems, I mean, got a buff. Gholdengo right now is like fine. Yeah, Gholdengo right now is fine, but it's getting buffed with Genesect, so that gets better, but is it actually a better play? Not sure. I mean, the current Gholdengo? Also, current Gholdengo right now is like fine. Current format? I mean, yeah, I mean, if we're thinking about current format, it's like tier 3, probably. What do you think about the new Tag Team GX cards? Pretty cool. How'd the tournament go yesterday? Lost in top 8. Appreciate 7 months there, Mafia. You think about the Meowscarada with Bomb and Munkidori BDIF? Sure, yeah. You got this. Liked your Dango Joltik list, tried it out, and was really fun. Yeah, the deck's fun for sure. Doesn't Jellicent just like, does just cook Gholdengo? No clue, haven't played the format. I mean, the Gholdengo list from the Japan Championships, or at least one of them had like 4 bosses orders in it. So I assume part of the reason to play 4 bosses orders is to help against Jellicent. So, and also you could like put Iron Bundle in there as well. Yeah. Will make the biggest impact, Jellicent or Genesect? I don't know. Haven't played in the format yet. Any card you think that will immediately impact or immediately be played? I mean, Genesect, Jellicent, for sure. Besides that, not sure. You think Zard is a top tier deck? No. So Mega Evolution will be legal for Milwaukee? Yeah, I don't know. 2 weeks after the set releases. You can look up the set release day on justinbasil.com. That'll tell you the information. You think the new set's basic energies will be better than the previous ones? Are you giving us new artwork of energies, or are you just trolling? Would Steven's Metagross plus Jellicent plus Genesect be an archetype worth testing? Probably not, no. That sounds bad. Just for rogue or fun decks for my locals, usually do random stuff when we don't have a lot of folks to begin with. Maybe 6-5 people. Any random decks you got in mind? Just like random fun decks? Macargo. Will we see more Iron Bundle inclusion in this format? I don't know. I haven't I haven't played in the format yet. We don't know what people are. We don't know what the metagame is. You run nest balls now, making Iron Bundle better too. That is true. Yeah. Yeah. Now you have the nest balls in the deck. Well, I mean, nest ball won't. Well, if the reason to get Iron Bundle is to push Jellicent out of the way, nest ball's not helping you for that situation. But I guess it does increase the value of Iron Bundle. But yeah, it does increase the value of Iron Bundle for sure. Also, like, Guardy plays Artisans, so they put Artisan in play. You can go get your Iron Bundle with that as well for sure. But yeah, other matchups outside of the Jellicent situation, it'll increase the value of your Iron Bundle. Yeah, Iron Bundle just seems kind of good in the deck now. You have 4 nest balls in there probably, right? Hazel, can you tell the future of the meta from 3 weeks from now? Nope. What card from the set are you most excited for? All of them. Excited for, but know in your heart it will suck. Okay, I didn't finish all your question, Dan. Honestly, none of them. Like, yeah. I don't think about cards that hard to the point where I'm like, man, I like this card. I really want it to be good, but I know it'll suck. Yeah. I don't know. Typhlosion is my favorite Pokemon, and Dragon Ball is one of my favorite decks, so I'm excited for a Brave Bangle to make the deck better. The Bangle is a big buff. Who do you think will win the tournament on Saturday? The player who wins. The Macargo deck he posted on YouTube is sick. Yeah, the Macargo deck is definitely a good shout for a fun deck, like a fun meme deck. Hazel, any hopes for Palafin EX with the new set? Nope. Is the old black and white energy being reprinted? Oh, is it really? They are giving us a new energy art with the set? I mean, the newest of anything is always the best, usually. I'm pretty they showed off in the display pic on Pokemon Center. Would you play Gholdengo in black and white with Dragapult line? No. With the Ember coming out, do you think Ethan's Macargo? No. Wait. Do you think Ethan's Macargo will be the new Ethan's Typhlosion? They're just 2 different decks. There's 2 different decks. Also, you would not play Ember with Macargo. Yeah, you would not play Ember with... I guess what you're asking is, do I think... No, Ember with Macargo is literally terrible. Ethan's Typhlosion is bad currently. Maybe Bangle's enough to put it over the top. Ho Macargo is also bad. It's not a competitive, but it's way better than Ember Macargo. Ember Macargo is just like a terrible combination of cards. Will Ethan's Macargo with... Well, no, I guess it kind of answers the question. The answer is no. The answer is no. Well, I guess the question is, will Ethan's Macargo be the new best one prize deck over Ethan's Typhlosion? Nope. Ethan's Typhlosion is like fine, potentially fine with Bangle. Ethan's Macargo with Ho-Oh is better than Ethan's Macargo with Ember. So, no. And Ethan's Macargo with Ho-Oh is still worse than Typhlosion. Hoping Miraidon's back in the menu with Zekrom, but Joltik Box is probably still better. Yeah, that's the way it kind of seems, but I don't know. I'm sure Electric and Zekrom will have their moment eventually, for sure. We try Ho-Oh Box with Prism Energy? Maybe. Which is better, Zekrom Miraidon or Gholdengo Miraidon? Zekrom Miraidon. You think Tool Scrapper hurts Cynthia's Garchomp a lot? Tool Scrapper is a card that is good against Cynthia's Garchomp. That does not mean people will run it just because it's good against Cynthia's Garchomp, though. What do you think about card from new set? Do you think it will help deck, or do you think other card is better for new set? Exactly. Have you not played in the format yet? What do you think will be the top meta? Come on, commit. No, I just don't think about those things at all. I have no, like, I would have to like sit here and think. I would have to sit here and think. I have not thought about these questions at that question at all. Not something I want to spend time on. What deck gonna cook first? I mean, probably one of the big ones. Gholdengo, Genesect. Oh, like today? I have no clue, to be honest. Probably the big ones, though. Probably the big ones. Something with Brave Bangle or Genesect or Electric. Does Garchomp get anything for the new set? Is one of my favorite Pokemon. I want to play it. I don't think so. I think well, I guess Does Air Balloon even matter for the deck? I don't think Garchomp gets anything for the new set, to be honest. Do you think Jellicent will be the best way to play Gardevoir? No clue. What do you think about including anti-A-Spec in Dragon Ball now? Including anti-A-Spec. You mean Genesect? No clue. Haven't played the format. How do you feel about the new Lily supporter coming out? Coming out soon? I don't really feel the type of way about it. It's a good card. I mean, it's a good card. It's a good card. How are we gonna build decks for this new format today when we don't know what will be good because we haven't played any games in it yet? Just gotta put some stuff together. You think that owner's decks, Rocket and Iono Ethan, could get any new cards in future sets? No. Might want to play cards that don't discard the energies with Embor. Don't discard the energies with Embor. Is Lily's Determination better than Research? Yes. I think it's a more powerful card overall, yeah. But there could still be decks that you'd run Research in, potentially. What does Brave Bangle do? If it's attached to a non-rule box Pokemon, it does 30 more damage to rule box Pokemon. What happened to the tournament from yesterday? Limitless says it's still going on. Yeah, it bugged, but it did conclude. You can make your own card that would be in. What would it be and do? No clue. Don't think about those things. Do you think Cynthia's Garchomp will be decent in the next this next meta? I don't know. I haven't played in the format. I don't know what the metagame looks like. Also, do you have a tournament prep recipe method other than just play a lot of games? Nope. Like, do you do VOD reviews? Nope. Do you learn the intricacies of each meta deck? Nope. I'm trying to build the most optimal recipe to prepare for a major event for the general level play. Play games. You're probably not playing enough games to begin with to worry about too much about other stuff. But doing like VOD reviews is like a good thing, I think, in general. VOD reviewing is a pretty good thing. Yeah, just play games to begin with. The big question to begin with is always just how much time do you actually have? You don't actually have that much. You might not have as much time as you think for how many games you're currently playing, to be honest. Like, you maybe just need to be playing a lot more games than you're currently playing, and then that's going to eat up the majority of your time. You don't actually have time for a bunch of like other stuff that could potentially help, but it only helps if you have like a baseline fundamental or a fundamental base, right? If you're not playing enough games of Pokemon to begin with, all the other stuff's not going to matter more than just playing more games. But it always depends on how many games you're actually playing. Which deck do you think will be the big F in the next format? Nope. Zoro single prize rogue deck? Nope. Bro, just plays the game and that's it. Yep. Where did you get that shirt? It goes hard. The shirt, this is the world shirt from Vancouver 2013. Will you consider to add new Zoroark in Dragon Ball deck? Nope. Are you a Miraidon Revival believer? Nope. When are we going to get Hops Pincurchin? Good question. Garchomp gets the fighting energy drink? Yeah. Nope. That's next set. Is it Metagross time? Nope. Is Pulp better with or without ghosts? I don't know. Guys, why ask him anything? All he says is I don't know or I don't care. That's not true. People ask good questions sometimes, but asking me what the BDIF is next format is not a good question. I played 0 games in the format. No one is playing the format at all except over in Japan, but like that information is like not super easy to access. Yeah, the metagame hasn't developed at all over here. Format hasn't developed at all over here. Can only do so much with the information from Japan. And it's not worth overly reading into that because the metagame and the format are going to vastly develop once everyone gets access to the cards. And I played 0 games in the format. Do you think anyone will still use Resi board anymore? I mean, it's like, but there is like potential that you would be playing a deck that has like where Air Balloon isn't enough, and like you just end up with 200, or you end up with enough damage on something that it can get like full free retreat from Resi board. So it's possible, but it's very unlikely that Resi board could still be played in a deck. Do you think Jelson will be the best way to play Guardy? No clue. I haven't played any games with Gardevoir, with Jelson or not in the format. It seems like it should be a really good supporter. Guess we'll see. Definitely seems solid for sure. What's the optimal snack for a tournament? Bananas. Is Pulp better with or without Ghost? Who knows? Or someone knows. I don't know. What's the top 2 decks in the current format? Who knows? Well, someone knows. I don't know. VOD viewing is the most underrated IMO in watching stream games. Yeah, I think VOD viewing is definitely worth doing. Actually, like, yeah, there probably isn't an amount of games you could play that would make VOD viewing not worth doing. But there definitely is other stuff. If you're not playing enough, yeah, VOD viewing is always probably a pretty decent thing to do. Like secondary to just playing a lot of Pokemon. But you have to, like, yeah, first of all, you need to be playing a lot of Pokemon. Yeah, first you need to be playing a lot of Pokemon, and then then you can add some VOD viewing to that. Have you been flossing, Azul? I have, yeah. Are you gonna build a Joltik box deck today? Probably not. I don't think Joltik box gains literally anything except maybe a Brave Bangle. The game is live, by the way. Minis is over for me. I'm not playing PTCG live today. You think Jellicent will be the best way? Oh my gosh, is this the same person? If it's the same person, that's got to be a timeout or a ban or something. I think Mystic Marshtomp, you need a timeout. That's what I think. Will Cargo become more viable in meta now? In the upcoming meta? No, I don't see any reason why it would be any better. It's still probably just a uncompetitive deck. High reps at low weight or low reps at high weight? I prefer low reps at high weight. Not like super low though, like 8. That's why I meant to optimize it for people that work and have life stuff. But yeah, my friend said the exact same thing. If you don't have enough games, it doesn't matter how you approach it. You will just be worse than the better players until you reach them with grinding games. To an extent, you can definitely be more efficient than the top players. Like, I don't think the top players are as efficient as people think. They've just played a lot of Pokemon over a long period of time, so... Yeah, it's not like the top players are like super efficient in like some like mind change or some like yeah, some like a crazy way. Yeah, playing like a decent amount of games for I think VOD viewing is a good one for sure, but past that, if you're not playing enough games, adding more stuff on top of that doesn't really make any sense. But yeah, you got to figure out that question first. When you get your own Pokemon card, they don't do that. Is it exclusive to top 32 or something that was just from the Pokemon Center? I think it just came in like the welcome kit, or you got it like just for showing up to Worlds basically. What are you most looking forward to this next format? Playing more Pokemon. The game had a new pod feature and home screen layout. Looks really cool. Oh, I guess we could. Is the new update changed something actually, right? We could actually take a look at that, to be honest. Auto viewing seems like the most optimal thing in note taking. Yeah, for sure. Is there an equivalent to PTCG Live in Japan? They play. You just play PTCG Live. Can we play it? They just play PTCG Live. They just play PTCG Live, yeah. They don't have anything else. What's your favorite deck right now? The next deck I play. Did you say if you were going to make content on the LOL card game or just play it on the side? Definitely not making content for it. Maybe play it on the side. Where's the most likely place LeBron James will be traded to? I'm thinking they trade him to Cleveland so he can retire a Cav. Is he going to be traded? Do you think the new set makes one project better? Yes, because Brave Bangle's in the set. It doesn't mean they'll actually be any more successful in the next format than they were in this format. Was it BDIF in 2081? Exactly. Is Grant inherently unlucky? No. Well, have you found out how to play tournaments in China for you to play there? No. What's a good technique to quickly work out my prize cards on the first search of the game? There's a couple different methods. I need to make a video on it, to be honest. I don't know if anyone else has a video out there that goes over it, but yeah, I'm not gonna go over it right now, but I should make a video on it, to be honest. How much Grimmsnarl have you played? Any advice on the ball matchup? Set up 2 Frostlass, bench Shaman to protect your bench from the snipe guy. Also, the meta develops differently in Japan compared to here as well. Not really, not by that much. It's just like if you're not like in the format playing games, Yeah, I would disagree with that. I don't think it develops differently. It just the meta in general develops differently when everyone has access to the cards. Although there is like sometimes like they will maybe play different things. Like I think Japan Championships is a little bit of an outlier in terms of what players would play to Japan Championships compared to other majors in Japan, just because of the day 2 time rules. But yeah, I don't think it really develops differently. It's just if you have like 1,000 players play in the game compared to 10,000 players play in the game, like it's just going to develop faster. You rank your prior TCG seasons, but not based on how well you did, but how cool you felt? No. What cards in Black Bolt, White Flare do you think are going to be the more significance in playability? What everyone's players play the most. What do you think the BDIF will be last format? Interesting thoughts. Thoughts on Volcanion and Joltik? Bad. From testing so far, decks with Blood Moon play Balloon. Decks that don't play Board. Guess that makes sense. What's your favorite decks to play? One competitively and one for fun. The next deck I play with. Hey, so I promise I have a good question. Do you think a single prize Hydra Apple deck or Hydra Apple EX deck would be a better play? No clue. Also, do you think Genesect is a must in Joltik box nowadays? No clue. I haven't played Joltik box in a while. Also, let's give Team Rocket's deck another try. Nope. Building Joltik box deck? No. Why are you guys obsessed with Joltik box? Also, did you know your shirt is probably older than the entire current junior division? It probably is, yeah. We need you to stream Mexico regionals. I need to figure that out, yeah. Dynamotor? Exactly. What's going on, Azul? What's up, Sweeney? Is the Dunsparce better in Typhlosion over Dracloak? No, Dunsparce sucks in everything. Well, no, except for Moon Dunsparce. That's about the only deck it's decent in. I guess okay in like the mill deck as well. Is Brave Bangle choice belt but free X's? I don't know why, but I felt like I was on acid reading the card, but I likely had a bad translation. Just go read the translation of it on proxies.com, PokemonProxies.com. Is Miraidon just a deck that does the same thing as Joltik box? Not exactly, no. I think you need a button or redemption for Azul answer, which will come with a sound clip of who knows / I haven't played the format yet. What's your 3 rep bench max? I don't know. I don't do maxes. Is the Dunsparce better in Typhlosion over Dracloak? No. The Dunsparce sucks. We start asking questions about food. We're gonna get Dunsparce over Dracloak is a draw engine? Dracloak. Joltik box gains Electric, Zekrom, Bangle, and Balloon, right? I mean, I don't know if I'd say it gains Bangle. I don't think Bangle really does anything for the deck, but besides that, yeah. You think that recipes of decks from top 10 players are statements on what do you need to add to a deck to find it viable? I mean, it's just what they think is correct. Whether or not it's correct is a question you can ask yourself. But if you don't want to invest the time to answer the question, then you can just believe in what the last player who won a tournament did, or what a player you respect played. That's fine. Beans on top or under rice? Honestly, just kind of avoid beans as much as possible. Have you played any locals yet? Nope. What'd you score and play there? Nothing. I don't play locals. Do you think Genesect is a must in Joltik box nowadays? No clue. Haven't played Joltik box in the next format. Are you excited for the next format? Of course. Do you enjoy the current state of the game? I enjoy playing the PokemonTCG, and I'm always excited for the next iteration of the PokemonTCG. Was the last Pokemon you dreamt of? Honestly, I don't remember. There must be 100 new followers every day because there's no way people who ever watch this stream don't know Azul answers meta questions. How Azul answers meta questions. Is Enzork Dragapult a real deck? No clue. Who plays your games with it? What's your favorite promo card you've ever gotten from a tournament? Promo card? I don't really have one, to be honest. No, none of them. I was on Zekrom with Dusknoir. Seems bad. Who did they trade LeBron for? Yeah, who'd you even get? I mean, maybe it would just be kind of like a... Yeah, I don't even know. Are you aware of any bots for this game you can play against that always plays optimally, like ChessBot to practice against? No, I don't think that exists. It's too hard. They added a card decks update. Yeah, I'll take a look at that before we jump into some deck building. You tired of answering questions? Only your questions. I wonder if they're implemented. I wonder if they've implemented all of the suggestions in the update from the other night. No, they definitely have not. I haven't even submitted that yet. I need to record a video. I'll do that after the stream today. What are you playing on the new Black and White tournament? I'm not playing in a black and white tournament. PTCG Showdown. I have no idea what you're even talking about, to be honest. Zul, I appreciate you. Feels like you need to hear this. Appreciate it, Gazer. Artisan or no Artisan in Grim? Some Artisan for sure. At least one. Do you think the Grimmsnarl build is going to change much? No clue. Haven't played it. Tried it out in the new format. I don't know what we're competing against. I don't know what the metagame is. I don't know what people are playing in the metagame. I don't know what the format is. Well, I know what the format is. I don't know what the metagame is. I can't say what we're playing or what we need to try and make work in a deck until I know what we're up against. What you're paying a Rest Ball? It's a Pokemon TCG card that searches your deck for a basic Pokemon as an item card. My hot take is that Chow's Guardy will be weaker because Air Balloon makes Mind Bend weaker. That's not a hot take. That's just neutral. That's not a hot take. No, you can't just say hot take and then say something that is just factually true. Like, that's cheating. You can't say it. Dude, too many people do that. You have to like stop and think before you say hot take. We can't just like make words mean nothing. It's like factually true. A pivot card, a powerful pivot card that is introduced into the game will by default make anything that would disrupt the active Pokemon from being able to attack or move worse. Best one prize deck in the current format? It's probably got to be Typhlosion, I think. It'll be the same next format as well. Like, it's the best one this format and next format. Been testing Archaludon. Honestly, I don't even know if it wants Genesect. It definitely does not. Is PTCG Live different from the one in the rest of the world? No, everyone plays with PTCG Live. Like, they can use black and white already, or is it the same as it is in the US? The only client for playing the Pokemon TCG that exists is PTCG Live. Is YouTube stream intentionally on a 2 to 3 minute delay? No, and it's not on a delay. I'm just backlogged in the chat. Any thoughts on jelly with peanut butter? It's pretty solid combo. How good is the Firebox deck? I don't know. I played 0 games with it. It's definitely not competitive, but besides that, not sure. I don't know where it lands on the potential meter. Is there actually a benefit to taking notes during a match? Yes, as long as you take notes that are beneficial. Like, whenever I see people use more time taking notes rather than making plays during a match, especially when I'm at locals. Yeah, as long as the notes are beneficial to the amount of time that they're taking, they are beneficial. Is sitting always winning? Nope. Wait. Or is sitting something that you should do in certain situations but not others? There's always an optimal play in the Pokemon TCG, and it is never 100% one thing. Azul, make deck idea. Zoroark EX Zoroark. Nope. How did Zard feel as a possible option for Worlds? I don't know. I haven't played Zard in the next format yet. What is it about Gardevoir that makes people say it's so complicated? It's how hard it is to play the deck in comparison to the other decks. People perceive it to be harder than the other decks. Gardevoir's probably not the hardest deck in the format, but it's probably on the higher end. Yeah, it might be the hardest deck in the format actually currently. It's up there. It's probably tier 1 hard decks to play. How do you prepare to play 12 straight hours of Pokemon? Any advice? Some sleep, drink some water, eat some food throughout the day. Is PTCG Live in Japan any different from ours? No, PTCG Live is the same thing across the board. How's your prep for Worlds going? I don't know. The set's not out yet on PTCG Live. So what deck would you say that you innovated the most on? Whatever one I innovated the most on. Do you enjoy ADPization? Do you enjoy the ADPization format? It's one of the worst formats of all times. What's your favorite Pokemon? Shuppet. Or I guess I should say, how is your prep for Worlds going? I have done 0 prep for Worlds. The set's not out on PTCG Live yet. Will Raging Bolt remain as a strong pick in the new format? Who knows? The format hasn't happened yet. Metagame hasn't happened yet. You got winning the Super Bowl this year? I mean, I don't really care this year, to be honest. I wanted the Chiefs to win last year because that would have been cool to see them three-peat, but now I kind of don't care who wins this year. What do you do with all of your IRL decks? I'm sure over the years you use quite a bit. Do you save them, or is there a particular one that you have saved because it holds special value? I have a couple of my championship decks graded, but that's about it. Yeah, I have a couple of my championship decks graded, but that's about it. Besides that, I don't keep any of them. You're going to Sevilla for regionals 2026. Use the command in the title. Are you excited for the new King of the Hill? Nope. What's your proud TCG achievement? Probably top 4 worlds. What's the best breakfast item? Best breakfast item? I mean, probably pancakes. Most valuable card you own? Probably my championship cards from the ICs. I'm teaching my dad how to play the PokemonTCG. He's never played any Pokemon games before. I currently have him on a simple Ceruledge deck to teach him the cards. What should I move him to next? I usually say Gholdengo is like a good, I feel like is a good learning deck. And it's also like a good deck. Like Ceruledge is like fine. It's not like terrible, right? Like you can definitely beat, you can be competitive against meta, like top meta decks or meta decks. Like I consider Ceruledge, like if we're gonna call it a meta deck, it's a bad meta deck or it's just not competitive at all. I would probably categorize that as uncompetitive, but I think Gholdengo is pretty good because the game plans for Gholdengo are straightforward and it's all about kind of just sequencing. Would you want some form of loss on mechanic to come back? I don't care. I just play the game. How does the new set affect LeBron's legacy? This is always a good question. It's always a question I always think a lot about as well. So how much wood would a woodchuck chuck if a woodchuck could chuck wood? As much as it could. Why didn't you go to Worlds last year? Interesting question. Hot take. Hot take. Hot talk. I caught up to the hot take responses. Remind me optimal Gimme Goal line in Dangos. It's a mix right now. In Gholdengo, you just play 7 of the 70 HP ones that have minor errand running. Or 7. It's the 4 of the 70 HP ones. Why wouldn't Arch play 1-up Genesect? They play Turo anyway, so it gets around Badoo or for search. I mean, it only gets rid of around Badoo for search if you nest ball for it ahead of time. I mean, it could be worth it. I don't know. It doesn't seem worth it, but it could be fine. I mean, Badoo's not really a problem for our Chaladon, so that's not really a reason to play Genesect. Yeah, it's just another liability on your bench. I'd rather just not have another 2-prize liability on my bench. Part of the strength of our Chaladon is having a big 2-prize Pokemon in the active that is hard to KO. But if you just make it, if you just give them easier targets, it just makes it easier for your opponent to win the game. It already feels bad to use Squawk or Fez with the deck to begin with. And if you have another one in the play as well. Also, bench space can be a problem as well if you're trying to do the Monkey Dory thing. Because Presentipity has to come down pretty often. How was Art feeling yesterday? Fine. Any favorite tacos to eat on Taco Tuesday? Fish tacos are definitely my favorite for sure. Although, yeah, the last time I had fish tacos, though, I got it from a place nearby. Dude, there was like no fish in the tacos. It was like so disappointing. So I haven't had a fish taco since, but how hard was it around geese? I missed that part of the stream last night. It was pretty easy. How do you feel about Jelson EX's mustache in the next format? I mean, it's pretty, he definitely takes like, puts everyone else's mustaches to shame, to be honest. It's not even worth trying to compete. Favorite Mexican food? I mean, probably just burritos. I have to like think about all the options, but probably just burritos. Like it's like the go-to. I mean, quesadillas are pretty good. I know there's a delay. There's not a delay. I literally do laugh out loud when Azul says the same question 5 different times in the span of 5 minutes. There's no delay. The delay on YouTube is like 10 seconds or something like that. Can I make fan art and then DM it to you on Discord? Sure, I guess. You said you enjoy playing PokemonTCG. Why discriminate against ADPization? Will a lot of people after Worlds go to Disneyland since it's across the street from Worlds? I don't know. I'm not a lot of people. You wanted Chiefs to win? This is the worst take you've had. No longer my GOAT. What do you mean? Being able to like experience... Dude, why are people against like greatness? It's so weird. Like, I feel like the average fan of sports hates greatness. It's like... The Chiefs won their first Super Bowl. And I was like, fine, oh, cool, they won. No one cared. You know, there's another team. And then they won the second one. And now it's just like, oh no, they won the first one. And then people were like, well, we don't want them to win again. And then they won again. And then it was like, no, them winning a third time would be just, like, everyone just started hating them. Like, why do people hate greatness? It's so weird. Like, you don't get to experience something like that very often. Like, why would you not want to be able to, like, witness greatness? That's always something that's so weird to me about sports, is people just like hate witnessing greatness. I mean, you see the same thing in like esports as well. When someone starts winning a lot, they gain more haters. Like, why would you want to, why do you not want to witness greatness? That's so weird to me. Like, they're not going to win every time. It's not like they're going to win 10 in a row or something, but getting to watch like a team win 3 in a row and watch them be that dominant, like those are things that don't get to happen very often in life. Why would you not want to be a part of that or get to witness that? Real take is using that pancakes are the best breakfast food whenever everyone knows that it's waffles. I used to be a waffles first kind of guy. Like waffles would be my go-to over pancakes, but now I think I'm going pancakes, to be honest. Fried fish or grilled fish? Fried. Dude, who let Marsh stomp out of the cage, bro? It's already been 10 minutes. How much better or worse is Pult with Zard than without, in your opinion? How much better is Pult with Zard than without, in your opinion? It's worse with Zard by an amount. That makes it not worth playing with Zard. The Danklin stash or the Jelly stash? Honestly, I think Danklin's beaten this one, to be honest. I think Danklin's been outdone. It's alright. I mean, second place for the stash. That's still not bad, though. You build a deck on TCG Live and then buy the singles off of TCG Player before competing in person? No, I just buy my buy list every single set release. So I have access to basically every competitive card that I would ever need to build any kind of deck in the current active format in Standard. Which TCG YouTubers do you like to watch? I don't actively dislike to watch any of them, but I don't really watch any TCG YouTubers at all. Unless they come out with like some kind of cool, unique video, then I like watch those, but that's about it. Is 6 months a long time in the TCG? I'm on the fence and investing in G regulation cards. 6 months in the TCG is 6 months at any other point in life. So that's depends on how you value 6 months. Eating call and not saying carne asada burrito as best Mexican food is wild. Beating Cali. I mean, it's like, it's not bad. It's not bad. I mean, I just get like, I get different meats in my burritos when I go. Sometimes I get chicken, sometimes I get carne asada, sometimes you get what's the other one I'm thinking of? I can't remember. But yeah. Favorite card art? Cleffa or Palafin? What's the other meat I'm thinking of? I'm trying to remember the name and... Well, actually, honestly, now that I'm thinking of it, I don't remember. You're right, Azul. Chiefs Kingdom, baby. Just say it. See, the thing is, I'm not even a Chiefs fan. Like, I don't even care. Like, I don't care if the Chiefs win this year. Although it would be pretty. Like, if they did win, they still won 3 of the last 4, right? So that's still pretty cool. And then maybe, who knows? Maybe they win another back-to-back. Back-to-back-to-back. Like, I don't know. Just being able to like witness that is just kind of cool. But I really want to see them get the 3 in a row. So. What version do you like best with Ethan Typhlosion? Dracloaks. People hate greatness as it's happening. Once it has already happened, people look back on it in awe. But presently, people prefer variety. But like, why? The majority of times, I just don't understand that. I mean, I get it. Well, I just don't get it, actually. The majority of time, we are going to be experiencing variety. So when the small moments in time happen where you can witness greatness, why would you not want to be part of like the celebration of that? Or want to witness it at the very least. Now, listen, I understand if your team is like the rivals of the Chiefs team, that's different. But it's like when the Chiefs won the 2nd Super Bowl, it's like everyone's team was a rival of the Chiefs. Like if like I know there's like rivalries in sports, obviously, right? Like Red Sox, Yankees, and so forth. So it's one thing if the Red Sox is about to win their 3rd championship and you're a Yankees fan, that's different. But if you're a freaking, I don't know, some other baseball team who's not even a rival to the Red Sox, like why do you care that the Red Sox are winning? Like it doesn't make any sense. That's like the difference. That's like a difference. Well, the Chiefs' greatness is carried by refs? Nah. I bet you think luck is the only reason you haven't won a PokemonTCG regional so far. Probably being an exception. People still love him. T1/Faker. Honestly, you're kind of right, to be honest. Well, the thing is like their wins are like so spread out though, Hellsane. They are obviously the most dominant team ever, and like Faker's the GOAT, but like their wins are like so spread out. I don't know. There's a lag between the comments on the screen and the ones you read. No, there's not. There's not. I am just like backlogged in chat. Don't worry about chats and delays and all that stuff. There's no delay. Yes, don't worry. I'm just scrolling up in the chat because I'm going through the questions. There's no delay. I could scroll to the bottom of the chat right now and read the most. I could read Azumarill and Pult thoughts if I wanted to. Pancakes are better than waffles. Waffles are more consistent though. You might be right on that. Do you think 203 is possible at Mount Panorama? I have no idea what that is. Wait, is that like the time to climb the mountain? Time to climb the mountain, 2 hours and 3 minutes? Is that like the record? Why isn't it Thursday yet? That's what I'm saying. Is Zoroark best pure? I have no... or as a draw engine for something else? I mean, there's a Zoroark. There's a Zoroark using Zoroark as a draw engine. There's using Zoroark as a deck. If you're asking like which way is it more successful? I mean, it's like so far in the Pokemon TCG, it's about equal. You ever like bling decks? Nope. Or just buy the cheapest version of your buy list. Just buy the cheapest version. Why is your name blue in Spanish? I don't know. I don't invent words. Al Pastor. That's what it is. Thank you. Yeah. You have a binder collection? Yeah, kind of, but it's like not very big. I wouldn't call myself like a collector of the Pokemon TCG, to be honest. Like I wouldn't call myself a collector of the Pokemon TCG. Where's your shirt from? Worlds 2023 in Vancouver. Why Pulsar is a bad deck for you? Because I think the other decks are better. When you were in school, what was your favorite place to get lunch, or what was your favorite school lunch? I was homeschooled, so the kitchen. How much Genesect will Gholdengo be playing? Probably 2. And a lot of nest balls. We watch sports not to know the outcome. Having a dynasty feels like it removes randomness. If you still don't know the outcome, well, okay, I guess I can kind of, well... Yeah, obviously if they like stomp, it would get boring if like one team like absolutely stomped someone every single time. But like that's not actually what happens though, right? Yeah, like the Chiefs on their way to the Super Bowl last year, they didn't like stomp everyone to get there, right? Some close games. They got stomped in the finals. Couldn't agree more on the sports take. If you aren't a rival, you should want to witness the greatness. That's what I'm saying, man. It just happens. It just doesn't happen very often. Should Optic drop Hugh again if Simp is available? No. What's your opinion on today being Tuesday instead of Friday? It's unlucky. If it was Friday, then the new set would already be out. Messi or Ronaldo? Mbappe. Base streamer reading backlogs of chats. Holy. You think there are rivalries in the TCG? If so, who would you say your biggest rival is? I mean, for a while, it was kind of felt like it was Pramawat for a time because we kept meeting in top cut. Not like a very serious rivalry. Is there other rivalries in the TCG though? What's your favorite traditional sport? Right now, definitely basketball, but I don't know. The playoffs the last couple years have been so not boring. Like the finals this year was pretty exciting until he got hurt, until Halbarn got hurt. But so many injuries from star players. I don't know. Maybe it's football now because I feel like this happens less in football. Yeah, the NBA playoffs the last couple of years have just been kind of annoying. Do you edit your own videos or you got an editor? I edit my own videos. Is better milkshakes or smoothies? Milkshakes for sure. You down to arm wrestle? Nah. We make a rat species tier list? Not today, but if someone redeems it at some point, I'm sure we could do it. Does your girlfriend collect cards? Yes. She collects a lot of cards. Can we see the binder? Maybe at some point. It'd be pretty sick to see your graded decks. I have a video up on my YouTube channel with one of them. Can you still not play with foreign signed cards? No, you can't play with you can't play with signed cards at all. You can't play with cards with anything on them. It has to just be the actual card. You can't have any drawing or anything on it. And then you can't play with foreign cards either. You can only play with local language to the tournament and home language for majors. Did you buy the Mudkip energy switches? Not yet, but I think I will. Pretty sick. You keep your booster boxes sealed? I don't keep anything. I keep no booster boxes. I get rid of them. Get rid of them instantly. What's your favorite kind of deck to play? The next deck I play. Are you good at Smash Bros? No. Do you fuck with Dubai chocolate Labubus? Not in the way that some people might, just based around the hype. But if I had one, maybe I would enjoy it. But I've never had one, so I've never had anything Dubai chocolate based. So, but there's a lot of hype around that stuff right now. It's definitely worth trying. I just haven't got around to it. Did you change anything from your Zard list last night? No, but I haven't thought about it either. So like, yeah, do with that what you will. Are graded decks the whole deck graded together, or like every card is graded? Every individual card is graded. Vitality winning everything in CS:GO is a bit boring, but also is cool seeing them create greatness. That's what I'm saying. Like, I think it's pretty cool to see Vitality continue to win. If Simp is available, you always get him, even if Optic just won champs. That's just not true, though, Raging Raven. Simp has been available like once in his career. How do you know that he'll be able to do what he does, what he's maybe done on FaZe for what he's done on other teams? That's actually just like a bad take. That's actually just a bad take. Simp has been available like once in his career. It's not like he goes from team to team making them great over and over again. Favorite esports logos? Off the top of my head, I'm not sure. How tall are you? 6'2". Are you playing any other games other than PokemonTCG? Nope. Why do you like rats? They're pretty chill. At some point, this is what Azul said to Marbles. Are you satisfied with your Zard list or any changes? I have not thought about it at all. I just played the list. It doesn't really matter as well. The next format's coming up anyways. I can't play an entirely Japanese deck to an IC if I'm from Midwest. Nope, you cannot. Dubai chocolate, very mid. When is the Dubai regional? Dude, that'd be the time to get the Dubai chocolate. You crave to have a Worlds deck printed with your name on it? Not overly, no. I feel it's something historical. Yeah, I mean, it'd be cool to have for sure, but it's not something if it's something I was like that invested in, I would definitely change how I prep for tournaments, or at least Worlds. You should make an Amoonguss deck from the new set. I have to read the Amoonguss. What's your go-to gargantuan? Dude, what does that even mean? What's up, bro? Do winners never quit, or do quitters never win? Exactly. I've been saying this for years. Because Simp isn't a great pickup for Optic. I mean, I think Simp would be good, but I don't think trading for Hugh is just silly. Like, they could pick up Simp, but they could become better, but I don't think there's any reason to get rid of Hugh. How many new archetypes do you think will be viable? However many end up being viable. Do you have any advice for how to play test with a friend? Yeah, you want to be playing... The way you want to play test with a friend, or with like a testing partner or a friend or whatever, is like you want to play a game of Pokemon with the intent of trying to like create a perfect game of Pokemon. So you want to play open-handed, discuss plays, try and make the right play. And if like a mistake happens or someone makes a mistake, you want to like go back and try and fix the mistake if you can, and try and make the better play to create a more accurate situation of a board state where people played perfectly. So you can truly push the gameplay to a higher level. So that way, when you go up against better players and they play well, you're more prepared to deal with the situations that should actually be arising when a game is played well. Have you ever played other TCGs like Magic the Gathering? Just wondering. Not really. I played like some Hearthstone way back in the day when it was like, yeah, like the initial Hearthstone stuff. Like I played Hearthstone like out of beta, but. If Vegas does well, do you think the odds of Utah getting a regional again are 0? I have no clue. I don't know if that's how they decide things. Although I don't think like Vegas won't go badly. Like there's no, like if a tournament goes poorly, it's because it was ran poorly and you could always be run better. That's about it. Do you have any pet rats? I do not know. Yeah, like if a tournament gets run poorly, there's nothing that's gonna happen. There's nothing that's gonna happen based on the location that would make them not want to have a tournament in Vegas again. And if the Vegas tournament is ran poorly, then you just need to run it better next time. I don't think it means. Yeah. Like it's not gonna go bad like based on the location or anything like that. But I guess I would say with that, now that I'm actually thinking about it, because I haven't thought about it before, I think Vegas should probably be a staple. Now that they've like committed to doing Vegas as a location, Vegas should just be a staple location, to be honest. Yeah. I think Simple and Kerrigan work together. Simple is a solo player. Maybe, but he still has to play in a team. You speak any other languages than English? No. Who's the tallest guy you know who consistently does well at regionals? I can't think of anyone off the top of my head specifically. Like in the current day and age. I mean, Sam Chen would be like who I would say. Sam Chen or Mies, but they didn't play. Well, Mies played some last season, or this season, I guess I should say, because the season's not. Well, I guess the season is kind of over, but hasn't been doing that well this season. So I don't have anyone else off the top of my head besides those two. Those are the two that come to mind for me. Yeah, I think what was I saying? I think Vegas probably should just be a stable location though, like moving forward. Kind of like, do we have any other stable locations like right now where it's like we go there every single time? Toronto. Like we go to Toronto every single year. We should probably go to Vegas every single year. I think it's just a good location. If they're okay with doing it, which they are okay with doing it because they're doing it. Which is the 4 months there, first one done. How do you feel about Maractus / Deluxe Bomb / Spiky Energy? It's terrible. Where do hairless rats stand on the tier list? I don't know. I need all the rats on a list together for me to really break it all down, to be honest. Have you seen the new Superman movie? I have, yeah. It was alright. Nothing crazy. 6.5, maybe 7. What's something besides Pokemon that some may say is nerdy that you enjoy? I just playing video games in general. How many tattoos do you have? 0. I think Simple would be fine on phase. Kerrigan is a bit looser of an IGL. I mean, Simple just like came back like for how long did they even practice with them before that tournament? It would have been cool if he had stayed with them, to be honest. If you could eat one Pokemon, which would you eat? I mean, I think the answer is just always Miltank. It's the first time we had a split set following the Japan format with black and white. Yeah, I mean, it's not really a split set. Like, well, it's kind of like we're following what Japan does, right? Where Japan releases like two sets at the same time. You could think of them as like 2 different sets, or I mean, it is kind of a split set. That's the better way to put it. The way you put it is correct, to be honest. It is like a split set, but it's just one set that is being forced into 2 different products. It seems kind of silly to exist, but I mean, I guess it's like fine. It's like a marketing thing, right? Doesn't need to happen, but it's like a marketing thing. It's like whatever. Also, do you think you would ever accept a casting position as a PTCG regional? Yeah, if they ever like reach out to me to do one, I would probably cast one for sure. Isn't playing out of bad situations good practice as well as perfect games? Yeah, but it's hard to like create bad situations for sure. You should just play, instead of doing that, you should just play a lot of games and you'll get put into bad situations, and then you should try and play through those bad situations you end up in. You said your rival was Pram. I'll have to ask him about that when I talk to him later this week. Were you guys friends? Yeah, me and Pram are friends. Like I said, like, I use the word like rival a little bit loosely, but we like kept hitting each other at tournaments a while back. Back 2017, 2018. I don't remember the exact season, but then we started working together after that. Like he was part of the DDG group. that won a lot of tournaments in a row with me and some other guys. They make Vegas gonna go amazing. Also, did you know the regional is the week before the F1 race? I did not. Oh, it's in Vegas? Wait, that's kind of cool, actually. That'd be kind of cool to go to as well. Oh, but isn't like LAIC the week after Vegas, though? What are you most hyped to make in this format? All of them. Unfortunately, Utah does not have the space to host a tournament of regional size. Does it really? There's no convention center in Utah that could host a regional of with like 2,000, with like numbers that we currently are getting. I agree, Vegas needs to be stable, just not over the summer. Yeah, ideally not over the summer, I guess, right? What's your favorite soup? I don't know. They're all pretty mid. French onion or tomato, probably. Yeah, one of those two. Any tips to switch from seniors to masters? Continue to play Pokemon. Will you be in Milwaukee? Use the command in the title. Half the people will be nerfed for Vegas Day 2. Oh, that just means if you go to bed early, you got the advantage. How do you feel about Maractus? Oh, I already read your question. Have you enjoyed regionals that have been held in Indiana? They're fine. Indiana's just like a mid location, but it's like fine. Like I think Indiana, like some Midwest locations are like the Midwest is just kind of mid, to be honest. But yeah, they're not bad. But the Midwest is just mid. Yeah. Las Vegas would for sure be a better place to go to for me than Sacramento. Definitely an upgrade over Sacramento, that's for sure. Yeah, if you're picking between those two, I think Toronto and Vancouver. I think we had a year off of Vancouver at some point post-COVID, but we did end up going back to there eventually, obviously. But yeah, Toronto is like, but I could be wrong on that, but yeah, but like Toronto's been a staple for a long time. So for testing, you recommend playing live or with IRL group? Both have benefits. Doing some of each is good. Have you ever not been excited for a new set? Nope. If so, do you remember which one? Nope. Always down to play some new Pokemon. This is pretty much the only two cities in the East Western Canada. It could run, maybe Montreal and Eastern. Yeah, I mean, that's part of it. I mean, they probably want to split them up, but like, where else would you run it in Canada besides Vancouver and Toronto? Montreal would be very nice. Maybe Montreal could do it. I actually don't know. Wait, where is Montreal though, actually? Like, you got Toronto here and then Vancouver all the way over here. Where's Montreal? Is it on the other side? I actually just don't know where it is at all. So when do city leagues and events start back up in Japan? No clue. Well, the schedule for the Champions Leagues is out, but I actually don't know where it is. The benefit is that a small set increases your odds of getting specific cards when ripping. Yeah, I guess if you're a collector specifically and you're just gonna open up the black set or the white set, then yeah, you just pick which one has your favorite artwork or whatever card you're chasing. Yeah, sure. What's your favorite historic format? The next format. What's been your favorite regional experience? The next regional experience. The churches in Utah can hold 2,000 people. All right, we found the location. Just checked. Yes, LIC is for sure after Vegas. Okay, that's what I thought. Yeah. Utah has the Salt Palace downtown. Definitely able to hold enough. There absolutely is space in Utah to hold regionals. Okay, that's what I thought. Like, I was like, there's no way there's not a venue in Utah that could hold in Salt Lake City that could hold like a regional of the size that we would need these days. What's on a Florida regional? It's fine. Florida's kind of mid, but unless you like, if you like amusement parks, then like Florida's chill. But like for me, amusement parks are kind of whatever, to be honest. Are you planning on going to regional outside the US this season? Use the command in the title. Montreal's further east than Toronto. Okay. Montreal's above New York. Okay. Wait, they share new regionals? No, I think it's just the first announcement is all we have for locations so far, I think. So while you're going to LAIC, use the command in the title. And can I take a pic with you while you're playing a game? No. Is LAIC the first tournament after the November set? we don't know when that set's dropping. Well, yeah, it might be. We don't actually know when the set's dropping. So the set could come out like the week before LAIC, and then it wouldn't be legal for LAIC. So unsure. How do you go about determining if a card should be cut? By how useful it is compared to the other card that you think you're going to be including. Should it be based on which cards you use less often? Not necessarily, no. Because if you play a tech card for a certain matchup and you only use it against that matchup, but it's really effective in that matchup, then you could still play it, even if the matchup's only 15% of the meta, so you're only hitting it 50% of the time, which means 85% of the time you're not using the card. Compared to the other cards like a Research or an Ultra Ball, you're probably using every single game against every single matchup, but it doesn't mean you shouldn't play the card. The goal is to have as high of a win percentage in the metagame as possible. Whatever those cards are to be included in the archetype you're playing is what you want to play. Now, figuring out what those cards are is the hard part. Last time there was a regional in Salt Lake at the Salt Palace. They used maybe 25% of the space in the building. That building is massive. We definitely got the space there. I mean, yeah, but if they're trying to break it out a little bit, like if we're picking between Vegas and Salt Lake City, I mean, it's kind of an easy answer. Why did Mexico have no regionals for 5 years? I don't know. If that's TPCI. Would you try to help Snorlax become buff? Sure. I'd help him out. What are the cool things you plan to do between NIC and Worlds? Definitely getting less of them done than I wanted to, but I mean the show match or the tournament coming up is like in the idea of one of the things I want to do. We might still do there's just not that many weekends before Worlds anymore, to be honest. At this point, there's just not that many weekends before Worlds, but we'll see. Probably nothing else besides that, to be honest. Does that stream have a delay today? Nope. Hazel, how do you feel about speaking use command in the title today? Yep. Has there ever been a Houston regional? I don't actually know. Maybe. We've been to a couple different places in Texas, but I'm not sure if we've been to Houston. Are you gonna lock it and grind for Worlds once the Black and White set releases? I'm going to play Pokemon in the Black and White format when the Black and White set releases. What's going to be the best / your favorite insert future scenario here? The next insert. So you can tell my friend Angel to stop spending money on his waifu cups and to start grinding the TCG with me. Vegas Regionals isn't that far away. Angel, stop spending money on your waifu cups and let's start grinding the TCG. Set drops loading in 2 days. Lock in. What's your favorite type of cheese? I don't think I really have a favorite. It just depends on what you're putting with the cheese, to be honest. Although, like, Parmesan cheese is pretty good. It'd be hell to hold a regional in Chicago. Milwaukee and Indiana are way better options for Midwest. I could see that. They've never done one in Chicago. I mean, I like the idea of having one in Chicago, because I've never really been to Chicago before, to be honest. You prefer a new set is legal before a huge tournament or after? Before, for sure. Like, I think they should try and line up the ICs with major set releases. Did you ever think on bringing a meme deck to a regional? No. What's your favorite cheese? Next cheese in format. POV or Parmesan and there's a pizza nearby. Wait, when is the set legal? 2 weeks after set release. Set release is this Friday. Friend CJ said if you tell him to play Pokemon, he would. No, I don't care about CJ. Go cut the lawn or something, CJ. Which has been your favorite TCG set and format in the post-COVID era? The next set and format. Shower at night or in the morning? Depends on how the day goes, to be honest. Well, how do I use the command in the title on YouTube? By just putting the command in chat. Same as in Twitch. Just put the command in the chat. So do you use spray deodorant or stick? Stick. Have you ever been to New Mexico? I used to live in New Mexico. When I was younger, though. It's been a while. Which is cooler, black balled or white flare? I don't know. I'd have to like look at the front of the boxes or the ETBs or something. Did you do any sightseeing while you were in Vancouver? I did not know. Hey, let's take a look at this card decks thing. How did our Chalabon feel yesterday? It felt pretty good, actually, to be honest. The deck was kind of cruising. All right, card decks. Ooh, hold up. Wait, maybe they got it like that, bro. This is kind of clean. We can see what we got. Can we craft from here? Oh, we can craft. Oh, this is, dude, this is exactly what we want in the deck builder. For it to just be like, grayed out. Be like, nope, you don't have this card. You don't have this card. But I don't like the blank spaces. Why is there blank spaces? Shouldn't this be the card blanked out? Like, I don't know what this card is. How do I know if I want it? Why are there blank spaces? The blank spaces is just bad, right? Like, I want to see what the card is there. Click on the blank spot. Dude, I know what happens when you click on the blank spot. I literally just did it. But the blank space itself is still just bad. Should just be the card in grayscale? Yeah. Also, the doubling up of hollows and non-hollows, I also don't like, but maybe I'm being nitpicky with that. Like, I don't like that. Like, this looks just bad to have it doubled. I think there would be a better way to, like, click on it and then show you both, or somehow represent it. Maybe you have to do it. I don't know. I kind of don't like that. Because I don't like the two city. Can you, like, master set view? Oh, you can change it. Okay, hold up. There's a toggle. Okay, my bad. They already thought of it. My bad. My bad. They got me this time. They got me this time. They got me this time. Holy. You can check series. I mean, this looks pretty clean. This is nice. The blank space is bad, though. I don't like the blank space. But besides that, like, it should just be the Pokemon grayed out. For sure. Complete. What happens if I... Oh, it's just telling me it is. Oh! Main set completed. Oh, let's get it. Oh, we get a little badge. Look at that. Okay. I don't like how the wheel is infinite either, but maybe that's fine. Maybe I'm being nitpicky about it. I wish there was like an end to it so I knew when I was at the end. Maybe I'm just like overly nitpicky with PTCGL, but maybe that's fair. No actual reward? No, you just get a little achievement stamp. I think that's fine. I mean, maybe you could get some like crystals or something. Appreciate the 12 months there. Passio. Yeah, the blank space is like, the more I think about it, it's like really bad. It should just be the card artwork grayed out. Like they already have the image. Yeah, card artwork or like the back of a card. I just want to know what the card is without having to click on it. Like even if they had the name. Yeah, if it was like a, I don't know, if it's, yeah, somebody to tell me what the card, I don't want to have to click on it to see what card it is. I don't know. Master set view, main set view. It doesn't really matter what it defaults to either, to be honest. Orange shield. Oh, black and white era. Oh, hang on, I got one. Complete. Do I have any other ones? Well, now I'm curious. XY? Nothing. Sun Moon? Nothing. Sword Shield? Ooh, Javid's Path. Oh, there's two different completions as well. There's main set and there's master set completion. Holy. Wait, hang on. I have to do the purple one of all of them. So this is the purple one. All right, purple complete. Sword and Shield. just want to see which ones I've actually have done. Purple, purple. Actually, maybe it says it no matter what, right? Because it popped up on the other one. I don't think I have to go back through it, actually. I think it would pop up if it was... Oh, maybe it wouldn't, though. I have nothing from this set. Oh, Dragon Vault. What set was that? Was that where the Victini came from? This is kind of cool, though. It's a good upgrade. Good update. Did they change? Was there any other big updates, or was this it? Is this the big update? I want to be able to click out of this without clicking the button. I like to be able to click on this and then click out of it, but yeah, you have to click the thing. Was Black and White playable on PTCG Live? Oh, it's down here now too. Interesting. Why is it maybe down here if it's always up here? I guess the Dex button is always here too. I'm not sure how I feel about that. I don't hate it though. They didn't change any of this, right? No. All right. All right, let's do some deck building. Pokemon deck. Okay, what is the first thing? Let's just do Gholdengo. So, I hate the idea of Arven in this deck because the only tool card you play now is Air Balloon. Maybe it's still correct to play. I hate the idea of Arvening here. I just don't know what else you'd play. Cypher's better Arven? Yeah, but you need to play more supporters than just Cypher, though. Why'd I play Evo? You just don't need it anymore. You have Genesect. Couldn't you play Defiance? Doesn't sound very good. I'd rather play more energies, probably. Crispin? No. Rocket's Petrol? Petrol and Rocket Factory? But could that ever be the move, to be honest? Could you just play Petrol Rocket Factory build? I mean, it sounds bad, but... You know, you play Arven essentially and finding 2 Gholdengos off it through Nest Ball sounds pretty strong early, though. Yeah, but so it's like just playing Iono, right? But I guess you need to play Ciphers, some kind of Cipher. Three minor errand or 1 call for family, surely? No. It's bad. Although I guess you can air balloon into the call for family one now to then call for family. Oh, wait, okay, maybe you cooked. Maybe you cooked. Is that actually worth it? So now you can go Coffin, air balloon into call for family. Then you can call for family for Genesect. Are you cooking with that? Okay. I was like, nah, you're trolling. But hold up. I did think about it for a second. I kind of like the idea of it. I'm in there. Scouting, if you get item locked, can still get you into Gen. Scouting? What do you mean scouting? Maybe Dango? No. But do now you can retreat into it easier? Maybe. That is something that does seem like a decent consideration. Oh, Brock Scouting. Brock Scouting is just bad Arven, though. Like, Arven's just better than Brock Scouting. Scyther Caesar? Why is the Caesar so good? Like, why is it potentially so good right now? What changed that makes Caesar good? Because it wasn't that good before. Is it just because you can find it easier through Genesect? Is that it? Caesar seems awful. It just doesn't seem that good, but Genesect for Revavroom? That's what I'm feeling. I think I'm feeling a 1-1 Revavroom. Let's do a Revavroom. I'm down for that. Revavroom. Room. Is it Varoom? Wait, isn't it, is this the best one? 71 to 72 retreat, 71 retreat. Dude, why is there so many, bro? There's 9. Are they all different? All right, 2 are the same. Dude, that's insane. Is there 8 different Revavrooms? Or am I trolling? I think it's 8 different ones. Why is there 8 different Revavrooms, bro? What the heck? Okay, we got the right one though. We need a Turo. Sure, Turo boss. I don't know how many boss we should play, but some count. Counter catcher. Is there any like, oh yeah, superior? I guess we need the energy. Let's get the energy as well while we're here, just so we can start to fill this thing out. I just like search energy and have them all pop up. Yes. Grass, fire, water, lightning, psychic, fighting. That's it, right? 11. Lavencia? I'm not sure about Lavencia, to be honest. Bundle? Yeah, I'm down for a bundle. Bundle's chill. Very chill fella. 554 right now. Quad boss, honestly. We could rock 3 with a bundle to begin with, to be honest. Ultra? No, we have a Genesect. Vessel? Fez, yeah, sure. Fez is pretty good. Good card. Vessel. Yeah, we probably still play Vessel, right? I was like, can we get away without Vessel? Maybe? Picnic Basket still, or... Lavencia lets you hit for 100 against Jellicent every turn. Then we definitely would want to play 2 Lightnings, right? Basket is good with more Devo. Yeah, it's good against Grim, good against Guardy. Seems just kind of good. The basket in there, do some healing. Can we ever just like not play Monkey Dory? Oh, Monkey Dory's so good against Dragapult though. I was gonna say like, can we not play Monkey Dory and just play 2 baskets or something like that? Rigid Band. I feel like more tools to grab with Arven is helpful. I don't know, maybe 3 Air Balloon just might be fine though, to be honest with that, as far as that goes. Did you choose blind first now? Yeah, blind first. Artisan. Do we need a counter stadium? I don't know if we need counter stadium. Also, we have so much Pokemon search. We have 4 Nest, 4 Poff. Shaman? I wouldn't add it yet. It's like a situational card. For jamming? Oh, for the opponent's jamming tower. Sure. Yeah, I guess. No Team Evo? No, we have Genesect now. Genesect is Team Evo. You want stadium counter? Maybe Lavencia? I kind of like... Yeah, we have like a lot of Pokemon search. I kind of like the idea of Lavencia a little bit more. Watchtower or Watchtower. F1 Watchtower at least for the Flareon. I don't know if I'm going to tech him for Flareon. We don't know what the metagame is. I'm not trying to like tech. Well, okay. I do have Picnic Basket. Like, let's talk about this. I do have Picnic Basket in the deck. That is a tech card. But Flareon, like, I think Picnic Basket is... I'm like... What was the term I've been using recently? Tool Scrapper? No. Tool Scrapper, once again, tech card. Who knows? It's generic enough. Yeah, it's generic enough in the current metagame and like the predicted metagame. Tool Scrapper, who knows? And then the other one, who knows? What was the other one someone suggested? Something. Oh, for Flareon. Yeah, I'm not teching for Flareon. But, yeah, I don't even know. The card is like so hard to get to pull off, to be honest, in general. Noctowl's not leaving the meta anytime soon, it doesn't look like. Yeah, but it's so hard to line up the Watchtower into those matchups, into the Raging Ball matchup or the Flareon matchup, which is really hard to pull off. What Genesect do? Searches your deck for 2 Evolution Metal Pokemon. What about single Iono? Oh yeah, Iono is still pretty chill. Probably should play an Iono. I'm down. Maybe just 1 gear. Can we just do 1 gear? So it's like we have reach. Dude, gosh darn it. You can't search, dude, on PTCG Live, you can't search Poke to find Poke Gear. And on the Limitless Deck Builder, you can't search Gear to find Poke Gear. Good point on the Jamming Tower, though. Jamming Tower does seem like it would be a little bit better. Look, yeah, the question is, what stadium should we play? I kind of like the Abe Lavencia. Tatsugiri? No, we don't have bench space for Tatsugiri. Also, Tatsugiri is too much of a liability in too many matchups. Lavencia is great if you get Iono down. Yeah, I don't hate the Lavencia. You guys are kind of convincing me a little bit for sure. There's a lot of value to Lavencia here. I don't hate that. We could try Lavencia. Then we just do this, though. I kind of just want to cut this thing, to be honest. Oh my gosh. How do you spell it? Lavencia? I was like, I know it's not VE, but I'm saying Lavencia, but it's Lavencia. Maybe still pronounced Lavencia. This is one of the most clutch cards I've ever played in any deck, and it's not even close. Ew. I still loses a lot of value in this deck though if we don't have Team Evo. Like, it's just like a less good of a card, but it's not a bad card. I would be down to maybe cut the Vessel though. Is 4 Nest Ball necessary? Who knows? Could you go down to 3? You could. I would definitely just start with actually maybe no, I would just start with 4, to be honest. I would just start with 4. It is weird though. What is like because like I usually say like, well, there's like a couple different ways you can approach deck building in terms of why do you need Rever Room? You don't need it. The draw power is just kind of cool. There's a couple different ways you can approach deck building in terms of like how you start with a deck. Single Ultra Ball? No, we have a Genesect. We don't need Ultra Balls. 2 balls instead of 3. Nah, the heavy boss count's for Jellicent. And boss is just good. Do you need Lavencia? I don't know. I haven't tested the deck yet. Tool Scrapper? Bro, there's no way you ask me if I need Lavencia, then suggest a Tool Scrapper. You can't do that. The first one is a decent thought process. Like, do you need Lavencia? I don't know. Tool Scrapper? Going into a format where we don't know how successful it would be at potentially mitigating our opponent's tools? Get him in there. You can't do that. You can't do that. For a candy? Genius. Are you going to test it after this? No. Cards aren't on PTCG Live yet. You should run some hands. No, it's just not relevant to you actually playing games. Do you need Metal Energy? Perrin? Why only one Night Stretcher? You don't really need more than one. Recovery is like pretty mid in Gholdengo in general. Night Stretcher's best use case is literally to recover Pheasantipity. Like, that's like it. It's like, it's good at recovering Pheasantipity, and sometimes you get back a Gholdengo, but not very often. Yeah, card's just mid. I've actually thought about this. I think 2 Fez might be better than Night Stretcher. You know what? Well, we have Reverie now, though. Maybe that changes things. I was like, I'm gonna start something, bro. Let's just play 2 Pheasantipity, because they kill our Fez, and we're like, man, I hope I draw into my Night Stretcher here instead of just like having 2 Fez. What if we just had 2 of them? Sometimes we have bench space for them, but now we have the Reverie. So I'm gonna go ahead and make a bold statement here. Gholdengo should have always played 2 Pheasantipity. Now this is actually, I don't know if it's actually a hot take, to be honest. Hot take. Gholdengo probably should have just been playing 2 Pheasantipity, because the only thing you fucking Night Stretcher for is Pheasantipity, and when he's prized, that sucks ass. Also, more naturally drawing him to more often is also pretty good. That is really bold. You definitely play Stretcher if you have Bundle, I would think. It's a good take. Also, because we have Reverie, I think we get away without the double Pheasantipity. The Night Stretcher is just so bad in this deck. It's the cards feel so useless. And we prize all Stretchers and both Fez. Gonna be a tough time. Gonna be a tough one. Yeah, honestly, I think if I played more with Gholdengo, take it when you prize Ace back, I would be down to cut the Vessel for a ticket. You just drop the Bolt matchup? What do you mean? The Bolt matchup got so much better, Ponder. Like, if I go first, I put a bunch of 1 prizes in play. You go. You can turn one knockout with a... Like, if you go, you do your thing. If you take the first... Like, you almost always have to put Ogre Pawn in play to play the game, right? Or you open a 2-prizer. I can play with off a 1-prize board and then go, all right, cool. Genesect, Cypher Maniac, Counter Catcher on top, 2-prize knockout. Not always. That's also why Reverie Room's really good as well. Because it gives us, like, that much more draw power to play out of a, like, dead hand. Drop the Motors for another monkey? No. We're definitely going to keep the Reverie Room in there to try it initially. Just insane draw power. That's like a 1/1 line that is so easily found for the amount of draw power Reverie Room can do. I don't know. That just seems kind of good. Yeah, it just seems kind of good. Come on, you know you want at least 1 Vessel. Ooh. What do you mean? There's a Vessel in there. I have a Vessel in there right now. Palpad? No, Palpad's too slow still, I think. Why not play 2 Energy Surge Pro if you need that much? True. Genius. Oh, wow. Wow. Because you want to drop the Stretcher and run only 1 monkey, you can get cooked quick by Dragapult? No, that just doesn't happen. Also, Picnic Basket is always better than second monkey in that matchup. We've hit another Pokegear 3.0. Dude, I am trying to cut this Pokegear 3.0, to be honest. I kind of just want more Turos and more Boss's Orders. The thing is, I don't know how much Turo will matter with this deck. But it seems like it could matter a lot. So Iron Bundle is basically good against Jellicent, but not good against anything else. So I kind of don't want to play the Iron Bundle. But if it's that good against Jellicent, then we probably keep it. I just don't know if it's that good against Jellicent. 4 boss is great, though. It is pretty chill. Is there no other Pokemon TCG simulator to test new cards and formats? There is. Yeah, there's like stuff like I don't know the names of them actually, to be honest. They exist though. Trust me. Appreciate the tier one membership there, Matt. Welcome to the pack. Double Turo thing about the traps on your joystick. Bro, I have 3 air ballooning here. That's not the reason to play more Turos, but I do think 2 Turos is probably good. Let it be known that's not the reason. Can we cut a balloon? I don't know. I think I like the idea of the 3 balloon, to be honest. TCG Masters, Twin Leaf. Yeah, Twin Leaf. My bad. Yeah, I definitely should have given Twin Leaf a shout there. Hopefully the episode's on, chat. More picnic. More picnic baskets. Dude, honestly, playing this deck, now that Grimmsnarl players know how to play... I feel when I played Gholdengo pre-NAIC, Grimmsnarl players didn't know how to play the matchup. So I would just kind of body every Grimmsnarl player I played against. But post-NAIC, every Grimmsnarl player knows to put double Frostlass in play. And the matchup felt bad. Like, I would hit anyone on ladder with this deck, and I was just lost. So I think the pick and basket is needed if we're trying to beat Grimm, just based on that. What the fuck? You can exchange cards now? This is not PTCG Live. Cut 1 nest. Nah, we're keep heavy nest for now. Altaria EX. Yo, Altaria EX could be kind of cool. I don't hate that, actually, to be honest. How real is Jelly Guardian? Does it make the Dango matchup better? I mean, yeah, it item locks you while it does damage. You really need 2 Turo and 3 Balloon. The Turos aren't for... The Turos are for picking up damaged Pokemon, not for mobility. On Library, you can exchange cards for new credits. Might help new players. You can exchange cards for trade credits. Oh, what the heck? Wait, no, I don't think that does what you think it does. When you exchange, you're exchanging for the card, yes? No? By the 50 HP gimme. So you can go Air Balloon plus Poffin, get this gimme, and then this gimme can call for family for Genesect in case we don't have a nest ball. I don't know if it's worth it, but someone mentioned it in chat. I was like, all right, I kind of like that idea. It's new after maintenance today. All right, I'm going to look at this real fast. What do you do if you prize through Genesect? I would maybe take your comment seriously if you hadn't mentioned Tool Scrapper. Dude, all right, I just have to time you out, Purple Turtle. There's no way. There's no way I corrected you, and you were at it. You gotta take this L. Dude, there's no way I loaded this up, dude. Go to the gulag. Give Thief a warning for snitching. What if you price 2 Energy Search Pro? Gotta get a 3rd. Yo, so I didn't see my name. Okay. My name. Okay, the roster from your post. We good, big bro? What happened? Don't worry, Nibbles. It'll, we'll get the edit in there eventually. You're good. You're good. Don't worry about it. What does Rev Room do again? Discards an energy from your hand. Maybe it has to be basic. I actually don't know. Discards any energy from your hand and then you drop till you have Wait, can I control Z here? No. Then you drop to 6. Pretty decent draw card. Maybe if we have 2 Turo, maybe we don't need the picnic basket. I'm trying I'm just trying to. I see that. This is why you just have to play games. You only do so much before you play games. I do like the idea of the Lavencia to deal with Jamming Tower because Jamming Tower seems kind of good in general. I feel like we want to answer for that. Which Genesect do you want to go first now? Yeah, for sure. Why have you teched in 3 Air Balloon? Broken. Also, oh, one thing I thought about with Gholdengo as a way to maybe just like make the deck better. I would have to actually, we have to actually like make this build. We'll try this like later in our testing with Gholdengo. But the idea that basically that Yella had with the inclusion of Briar Ceruledge, I was like thinking about how Gholdengo prize trades into a lot of decks, or some decks, especially now that we're choosing first. I think there's like potential for the Ceruledge Briar to be the best way to play Gholdengo. I don't know. I will start with like a basic build on release day, but I feel like there is some potential there, to be honest. Yeah, we'll see. Yeah, I'm not sure about this picnic basket as well, though. It seems fine. Add the Pidgeot too. No Pidgeot, but the Ceruledge Briar combo. Might be something there. Would you need more gears if you played Briar? No clue. I currently have 0 gears. I think you should probably play 1 gear still. I wonder if this deck can just win games by playing Turo and Boss, and you don't actually need to play Iono. I wonder if that's real. The 50 HP Gimme Goal just for Call for Family. Yeah, we can go like Arven for Air Balloon Poffin, retreat into the 50 HP one, because then if we don't have a Nest Ball for Genesect, we can Call for Family for a Genesect, or even just another Gimme Goal, to be honest. Iron Bundle would be better with more Boss. I mean, I don't think there's like a direct... No? What did I just cut from the deck? I didn't realize what I cut. What did I cut? Dude, what the heck did I just cut? Iono? Oh, okay. So I was like, well, there's just a card missing. Let's cut the picnic basket. Also, 2 counter catcher might be good in here, depending on what the meta looks like. But we can start with 1. I think it's a good start. Good start. I have 2 open spots. We have to fill these spots, though. Ceruledge Briar helps into Jelly Guardy, which I think kind of kills Dango. The main draw of the deck is that you beat Guardy. It would be good into that. The problem with this current build is we have no Ultra Balls to help find the Ceruledge, so it would have to come through our Cypher Maniac on a turn, but it is like possible. What Ceruledge are you referring to? Ceruledge EX. Or Cypher. I don't hate that. I do like the idea of 1 gear. Let's add 1 gear, because it gives you like reach for every... Gosh darn it. 1 gear. Floating 1 spot right now. 2-2 line of Rev. No, I think that's overkill. What is our bench going to look like most games? 1 Genesect. 1, 4, 5, 6. But Fez will get involved sometimes. Mulkidora will get involved sometimes. Even bench with 7 Fire and Bundle. Yeah, I think the 2-2. I think with how one of the reasons to like play higher, like prizing of course is going to be a factor, but one of the reasons to play higher counts of some stuff is just to see it more often. But our access to these cards is like super high. Second Dark. I don't hate the idea of 12 energy, but I'd maybe go 3rd Lightning, to be honest. You barely actually use Rev Room in my testing as well. But I feel like for like getting going and then recovering from my own late game, it can be so powerful. Like the initial Rev Room use is like going to be really powerful, and late game it's really powerful as well. Yo, appreciate the 11 months there, Dan Song. AzulGG. Hope the content is going well. I'm looking forward to seeing you at Worlds. Yeah, everything's going well. I appreciate it. I'll see you at Worlds for sure. Appreciate the tier 1 there as well. They're done. Welcome to the pack. And I appreciate the 10 gifted, Dan Song. I always appreciate the support there, Dan. Welcome all to the pack. I appreciate it a ton. Thank you so much. Welcome all in. Thoughts on the Twilight Masquerade Conch as a rogue deck now that it has 7 HP Timber? It's not competitive. I think Lavencia Lightning is one of the better ways to respond to Pringles Man. The Pringles Man would be helpful. Caesar for a one prize attacker. I don't hate it. I appreciate this 47 months there, Mystery Beard Man. Well, I don't think I'd play Caesar and Rev Room is the thing. I don't think I'm playing both. Yeah. Who's the Pringles Man? You appreciate the 9 months there, Vashi. The Pringles man is Jellicent. What's the idea behind using Reverroom Gholdengo? More draw power. I mean, we played Dracloaks before, right? But Reverroom is like theoretically... Reverroom is better than Dracloaks most of the time. I'll say on average. The times where it's like most important to have draw power is early game, late game. Mid game, when you have like a 10 card hand and you use a couple extra Dracloaks, doesn't matter as much. But recovering in the... Getting going in the early game and recovering in the late game are the points where Dracloaks aren't enough sometimes. But Reverroom definitely could be enough. And now that we have ease of access to it through the Genesect, and there's like the problem with Reverroom previously is it had 2 retreat costs, whereas like Draco only had 1 retreat cost. But we have Air Balloon now, so we have Air Balloon plus Genesect. Like the Reverroom value is there, or it's pretty high. Now that we're playing Genesect, we're not playing like if we're not playing TM Evo, we're definitely not playing Dracloak. Yeah. 1 picnic, add 1 electric. Oh, I have 1 space right now. I don't hate the picnic though. Yeah, so all the cards, well, let's just try and play as little as possible. So 2 lightning, 1 Lavencia, 3 air balloon just seems good. Picnic's still good, even with Grim and Bolt being around. Yeah, Picnic's not bad, but we also have 2 Turo. I wonder if Turo is just enough, to be honest. Also, I mean, maybe Gholdengo just plays for Picnic Basket. What if that's like the answer? Probably not, but it could be. Why the air balloon? Mobility. Maybe 1 Turo. I got 2. Oh, 1 Turo, 1 Picnic. I feel like Turo's the bigger... Getting like our Genesect out of play can be like a big deal. I actually wonder if we want to play even like a higher count of Turo, like 3 Turo or something like that, to be honest. No memes. Something like Cleffa. We can, also, now that we have Air Balloon in the deck, we can play something like Cleffa or Badoo. Cut Monkey, double basket, call it a day. But see, I think the Monkey Dory... Maybe I'm overvaluing the Monkey Dory's value against... Am I overvaluing Monkey Dory's value up against... Dragapult? It does take up a bench space now, which is kind of annoying. Wouldn't we just rather have more draw support on board? Yeah, what about that? I kind of don't hate that, to be honest. Potentially save an energy discard? Only for the first time, or only for the second time, though. Because if instead of attaching to Monkey Dory, we just discard that energy, then we don't save any energy. So we have to use Monkey Dory twice to actually get value out of it. But also, if we don't play Monkey Dory against Gardevoir, it lets them play more aggressively, right? Otherwise, they have to constantly play around our Monkey Dory if they go for like a spread strategy. But I guess they always just KO our Monkey Dory off the bench, but us having it in the back pocket is kind of like the thing. I still want 1 or 2 Ultra Balls even with the Genesect? No. Gardevoir can Devo way faster. I mean, not if I have 2 Picnic Baskets, though. If this is dumb, would Genesect work at all with Archelon EX? No, probably not. It's probably not good to use with Archelon. What if we just ran Artisan? I don't know, I feel like we have enough basic Pokemon search. That's where I'm at right now. Palpad plus Pokegear might be good. Might be okay. No. I don't think we need Palpad. I would just rather play more supporters of the ones we want. 2-2 Rev? No, I think 1's fine. Or 1-1's fine. Where's the Dunsparce line at? You should play the Dunsparce and Gholdengo. Now that you don't use TM Evo, you kind of could use Cleffa draw power now. Yeah, you could. I just don't know if it's worth it. But yeah, you could also play Badoo. Like, this deck could play Badoo, which would be interesting for sure. Like, imagine you go up against Raging Bolt. Like, yeah, like, think about that up against Raging Bolt, like, as a tech card. Like, if you go up against Raging Bolt and you're like, all right, I'll go second. And then you go Badoo. And you take away their Prime Catcher. And that lets you get to use Genesect. Like, I don't know, that could just be really good. Like, yeah, playing Badoo in here could be really good. Left in a what, full 1 prize board state? That as well, yeah. So I feel like Cleffa or Badoo could be good in here in some matchups. I just don't know what matchups they are, so I don't know which one I'd want to play. Also, it could just be bad as well, to be honest. It could just be bad. But maybe something like this is... What if we did something like this? What if we don't play Monkey Dory? Now, hear me out. We play the Badoo. Then we play the Picnic. But we might need 2 Picnic Basket, to be honest. Do we need that many Nest Ball plus Poffin? I think so. We are choosing first now with the deck, so... Two Turbo and Picnic seems like decent healing. Yeah, it seems like it should be enough. Remove 1 Arven, add the second Picnic. I honestly, cutting back on Arven doesn't sound terrible. I don't hate the idea of cutting back on Arven, to be honest. What if we just don't play Arven? Or what if we play like 4 Iono? Like Iono Cypher Maniac. I guess Arven for Energy Search Pro is just too good. I wonder I wonder if 4 Arven is like unnecessary. The card is like so mid as the game progresses. Like, how many supporters do we actually need? Arven does become a free discard card later though. Yeah, but what if we played a card that was good more often and we could discard it when we don't need it? That's never a good reason to play a card. A card being an easy discard is never a good reason to play a card. Because what if you just played a better card that you could also discard? Easy Air Balloon. I guess finding Air Balloon is pretty good in the deck, right? Yeah, maybe we can cut back on the Arven by at least 1. I don't know if it becomes a Poke Gear. Research sounds insane. Well, research is bad because we can't afford to discard our superiors. Iono. Let's just play an Iono. Also, another thing that Reverroom does, Reverroom is really good with Iono. Oops, not 2. Maybe 2 though, eventually. Reverroom is really good with Iono because it's a lot easier to recover from your own Iono to actually be able to take a big 1-hit KO. So you can go like play Iono, use Reverroom, Gholdengo cycle, knockout. You could cut Arven and just play 4 balloons. I mean, Arven's not just for finding balloon though. Yeah, we want to play a high. We want to find supporters early game. And the only reason we'd want to play the Lavencia is if we're always winning the prize trade. Otherwise, the Lavencia is not that good. Well, no, that's not what I meant to say. The Badoo. Something. We're building the deck around winning the prize trade. If you have 3 balloons, then Arven is not necessary. You will draw it eventually. But Arven is not just to find balloon. It's like... Balloon's not even that powerful of a card in the deck. Arven's good because it finds Buddy Poffin, Energy Search Pro. But I don't know if we need to play a ton of them. You want to play Arven turn 1 going second? I think it's not that necessary to play a turn 1 going second. We could easily just have a hand that's just like fine going second and doesn't even have a supporter. Or use Cypher Maniac to end the turn and set up stuff on top of the deck, right? I think that's like pretty reasonable to have to be the outcome of opening hand. Like if you just have give me Ghoul, Poffin double, give me Ghoul, Nest Ball for Gholdengo next turn or something, like, or for Genesect next turn, you're chilling. And then you have Typhlosion in hand, play Cypher, put Energy Search Pro on top, pass, like you're chilling, right? Minus Turbo plus Palpad. No, Palpad's too slow. That card is just miserably slow. We want the supporters, we want them now. We don't have enough time to whiff. I'm not saying I'm down with 4. I think 3 is totally fine. I really think if you don't want Arven, Petrol can provide the same use but with more flexibility. Well, no, I think Arven's just better though, Heracross. Unless we added stuff, unless we got weird and we added stuff like, well, the stadium, the Rocket Stadium's not that good. I think if you added stuff like Watchtower, then all of a sudden it's like, okay. Then all of a sudden it's like, okay, that could work. Remember what Togekiss back? I could see Togekiss getting involved again. We might be able to cycle her. Well, I don't know. We don't have bench space for it though. What's the reason some Japanese Grim players are running 2 Petrol? I can't find a good reason why. Just more outs to... They already play Maximum Arven, so you want more ways to find Secret Box, because Secret Box does so much for the deck. Do we need the rev line when you're playing Dango, though? You're already drawing cards from Dango. I mean, before this, where people were playing Dracloak and Dango, people would have like 2 Dracloaks on their bench sometimes. Everyone helps optimize Dango's ability. Yeah, for sure, but I don't know, more draw power is never bad. As long as your deck wins games, you don't need to have your... If you don't need to commit your bench space towards win conditions, more draw power is never bad. And Rev Room can draw a lot of cards. Why is Picnic Basket not Turo? Because it's a Picnic Basket. Any chance for Baby Dango? Yeah, of course. Good card in the deck. Alright. I'm down to lock this one up. Let's lock this one up. Lock this one in. Even before that, people played Brad Ninja. You appreciate the 7 months they're all in it. Brad Ninja and Pokestop. No evil because of Jelly. No evil because of Genesect. Alright, next deck. Someone just say something in chat. Or start mentioning decks in chat when I see one. I'm like, okay, that's actually reasonable to build. I'll build it. LGM Control. Miraidon? Okay, Miraidon. So we want to build it around electric as much as possible. Okay. So there's a couple different ways to build. There's a couple different ways to build Miraidon. We can go back to Secret Box. We can go like Heavy Eels, Secret Box. We can play Area 0 Pikachu. We could do that. Or Zekrom. Yeah, we do need Zekrom. So we could do like a Secret Box Area 0 build to get more bench space. Or we could not. You think a Zero Aura would be good? The one that hits for... Yeah, Zero Aura is probably pretty good. We can add that. No Secret Boxes are on a budget. Okay, I wasn't aware of that. My bad. Prime Catcher, no Pika. Or we go Prime Catcher, no Peak. If we do Prime Catcher, no Peak. Pika Underdepths is a scam. I actually don't know the better way to build it right now. I don't know what I'd say is a better way to build it. I don't know about Magneton because we're getting that damn Psyduck soon. Dude, it doesn't even... What? Don't put Magneton in your deck now because 2 formats from now there's a card that counters it? What? Dude, I will ban you. You're actually just good to combo. The extra bench is great for more eels, plus more drawing, Fez and Mew. Isn't the Zero Aura mid as a lot of 210 EXs are Terra Pokemon? Yeah, but it KOs Fez. It KOs the most important bench sitter. Mag is a must. That's how I kind of feel. Baby eels get cooked by monkey. It definitely is a rough time, that's for sure, yeah. I mean, I don't think this deck is beaten. I don't know, we can beat Guardy. It is tough, though. 4 electric generator, don't forget. True. Two Dynamotor, 1/1. I think if we're doing no Area 0, Dynamotor, and Magneton, I think we're doing a 1/1 of each, to be honest. I think you can still 2 and plus Zekrom. Yeah, that could be our win condition. Just could be hands, force him to draw prize cards, and then we just Zekrom. Well, at that point, ECM, do we even play Dynamotor? Like, you probably play Magneton still, but do you even play Dynamotor? Iron Bundle? Yeah, we'll play the bundle. Coco for sure, no. Maybe. The card's like okay. Dynamite seems really strong in matchups like Radiant Bolts. Yeah, definitely. I guess that is true. It's just you're adding so many cards to the deck, though. That's only a Pika build? True, yeah. Ace Spec has to be Prime, right? I think so. I think we are going the Prime route. So that's it's an Arven deck still, right? Like, we can't get away from Arven. I don't think, anyways. Unless we're like playing researches. Could you play research? Could it be a research deck? How many NG were you thinking? I mean, 15 seems fine. Squawkabilly? Yeah, we're playing Squawkabilly for sure. 2 months there. Bull. Research build feels bad if you go first. Squawkfez Muse, so you gotta be Area 0. Area 0 is so bad right now. I think you're gonna have this. The problem with the Area 0 builds, you're gonna have the same problems that the Area 0 builds had like 2 formats ago or whatever. Please do list after though. Have a good one. Alright, have a good one, Esam. I like 1 magnet also to manipulate prizes for Zekrom. I like that as well, to be honest. I mean, now that you have Zekrom, like I was thinking, like, what do you ever not play the eel? Probably not, right? See, I'm thinking it's just like a 1/1 of each, to be honest. Where is it? Or is it not here? You just have the old one? That works. Like, I'm kind of thinking of it just like this. So 1/1 of each, 1 Zekrom. 0 Aura seems cool as a closer for sure. 0 Aura seems like actually like an insanely good closer against like Dragapult. Because like if Dragapult has to put down... I don't even know if I want to play Ursaluna, to be honest. Yeah, do we care about Ursaluna? I'm not a big fan of that guy. Dude, why is it so hard to find me? Am I trolling? There it is. Air balloon, yeah. What's the retreat cost on this thing? 2? 4, bro? Oh my. 2 air balloon. Plus 1 to 2 counter catchers. Yeah, we can do 1 counter. Latias EX? No, Latias is bad in the no area 0 build. Don't have bench space for it. Future capsule? Yeah, we could play the future, yeah. Why not Latias peek at area 0 instead of 3 balloon? Just, I don't know, the area 0 build is like okay. It's not bad, it's just like fine. I'm not to build, we could build an area 0 build and a non-area 0 build, to be honest. We can do both. Put the light energy in? Sure. Heavy baton. Make a difference? The baton? What's this guy's damage again? Plus 50? In the hands 2 times matchups for sure. Air balloon trolling. You said so little with those 2 questions. Live Stadium sounds kind of sick. Nah, Live Stadium's pretty bad. We had Iron Thorn since we have the capsule. Well, I don't have the capsule yet, but I feel like we probably have to play a capsule, to be honest. Is the 50 HP magnet ever worth over 60? Oh, this is definitely not the best Magneton, actually. I wasn't even trying to get the optimal one. We probably want to play this one, to be honest. I'm just thinking, do we actually ever do we want to play the Magneton? What if we just didn't play Magneton and we just played Electric? Or is that just bad based on how our prize trade goes? Like, we're giving them... They get the extra prize card no matter what anyways, right? Thorns might be good in the deck too. Thorns could be interesting against Gardevoir, yeah. Charm for Pult. Could play Charm. Years? I don't think so. Magneton gives you more energy to hands off the rip if needed. That's true, yeah, when you go first. Turn 2, what's it called? Lavencia? No. Play Batani, you don't need Magneton. Baton could be a play for sure. Two eel, 1 magnet line. I almost like the idea of just like playing like 2 eels, to be honest, like a 2/2 eel line. I don't know though. I don't know if that makes sense. I'm trying to think back to like the problem that when I tried this deck to make this deck work last form or this format, what was my problem? I forget what my problem was with this deck. Like why I wasn't winning games. Like what was the problem with the deck? I feel like the deck was fine. Now that we have Zekrom, though, I feel like we're in the late game, we'll be able to like set up responses to like big Pokemon. I'm not sure though. Late energy, so when you hit 2 prizes remaining, you can one-shot Dragon Ball and have to be gusted around? No, that's not good. I guess Magneton like forces your energy immediately and then... Okay, interesting question. Is Worlds considered a major? I mean, yes, but it's also like bigger... I'll say it's just like bigger. I mean, there's regionals. I mean, they're all major tournaments, but yeah. Obviously, you weight ICs higher than regionals and Worlds higher than ICs. Down store? Not sure. An attacker for turn 1? Probably not, no. Yeah, I kind of just want to try it like I would want to kind of maybe just try it like this to begin with, to be honest. Well, we need Squawk. I guess we need a way to move the Iron Hands. Probably a future. Man, I'm still trying to like think though. Latias? No. Gravity Mound? No. Round 2 research? No. Bravery Charm? Maybe. Heavy Baton? Yeah, Heavy Baton's also maybe. I just don't know about Heavy Baton, Bravery Charm. I just want to play with the deck in the form of our Picnic Basket? Maybe. Turo? I don't know. We'll never be able to find it though, is the problem with like playing a Turo. I could get behind a basket. I'd have to like play games though to see if it comes up. Bravery Charm is probably just correct. I feel like that card always came up in the past. That'll still probably come up in the future as well. The Bravery Charm is probably just good. White Eel over Magneton? I mean, I haven't really committed to one or the other. Let's just do a 1-1 split, I think. Let's just do a 1-1 split. Go back. This guy. This guy. It's our guy. Let's do a 1-1 split. Let's see how it goes. Great Bangle? No. Doesn't work with any of the Pokemon in our deck. Ursaluna? Nah, we have Zekrom. That's good enough for now. I feel like I'm missing like an important card. I have 6 spaces open. Am I missing like some staple card? I feel like I'm missing like a staple card in this deck. I just don't know what it is. Stretcher? Probably should play One Night Stretcher, sure. Cycler? No. I don't think we need a switch. We got Prime Catcher, Air Balloon, and... I mean, we could play like one switch. Yeah, we could play a switch. Sure. I'm down. Switch seems fine. Latias? Nah, Latias bad. Am I missing Pokemon? Is there a Pokemon I'm missing? Academy? Stadium? There's no good stadium for this deck. Blood Moon? No. 2 Zekrom? No. 2 Electric Line? No. Rod? And I'm actually kind of curious. What did my list look like at Vancouver? Oh, we had all the V Pokemon stuff, so that's like one thing. Heavy Ball, played 2 Switch Cart. I only played 3 Boss, interesting. Thorns? Thorns could be okay, I guess. 2 Mew? It's like a Mew. Second Mew could be good, yeah. I don't hate second Mew. Pokegears? No. Does Thorns actually do anything against Gardevoir, though? I said I just don't know. Yeah, I'm like, does it even do... I don't even know if it does anything against Gardevoir, to be honest. Seems like fine. A couple research seems fine, to be honest. I'm down for a couple research. Seems fine. Oh, no, I have Iron Bundle. I was gonna say, ooh, Iron Bundle, but I actually already have that. More energy. Can't go wrong with the 16th energy. Judge Iono? No. Get behind second Mew. Orange new Gholdengo because of the Genesect. It's okay. I guess the Magneton's really important for the Gholdengo matchup, right? Because we want to go Iron Hands KO for 2. And then if they KO the Iron Hands, then the Zekrom comes online if we pop Magneton. Interesting. At least he has Zekrom twice and we just win. Luna Defiance. No, I think Zekrom plus Magneton should be able to cover that situation now, to be honest. 2-2 Eel, 1-1 Magneton? That seems a little bit too much. You need Super Rod in case you discard a lot of your energy? I don't think so. I think just the Night Stretcher is probably fine. I don't know if we need Super Rod. I mean, it'd be like, okay. Is Super Rod really better than Night Stretcher? Recovery if you have to squawk something? I mean, we have the Night Stretcher. I guess maybe if we're playing the Researches, maybe we do want the Super Rod. If we're playing Researches, maybe it is better to play Super Rod. Maybe that is fair. If I wasn't playing Researches, though, I don't think I would play it. One Stretcher, one Rod for sure. No, I don't think we need double recovery cards. One should be enough. I still have 2 cards available. Second Mew, second Squawk. No, you don't need to Squawk every game with this deck. Just sometimes. Just sometimes. Charm. I have a Charm. Double Basket. I don't know if baskets make that big of a difference to make them worth playing, to be honest. I'm not going to include a basket yet. It could be okay, though. Magneton plus Zero Aura puts your opponent back to even prize cards. I mean, it doesn't really matter if the Zero Aura draws 2 prize cards, and they'd be knocking a 1 prizer or a 2 prizer. Also, Zero Aura is generally for the end game to like win the game on KO and Fez. Extra research? No. 16 energy? I could see it. A second Charm if you run a second Mew? No. We don't need to run second Charm if we run second Mew. Doesn't really matter. Heavy Baton. I'd want to like play more. I don't want to play games with the deck before I included Heavy Baton. I'm not against Heavy Baton, but yeah, I just don't know if it's necessary. It seems like fine. Second Bundle? Definitely not. We'd always play Night Stretcher before second Bundle, I think. Goodness. Give me a stadium for Baby Moon. I don't know what that means. Heavy Baton? No, I'd want to play some matchups first. Healing option? If we played a healing option, it'd be a picnic basket for sure. Is there any good single prize electric attackers minus Zero Aura? I don't think so. Tool Scrapper? No. We don't know what the metagame's like. We bump the eel line to 2? No, I think that's just overkill. More eels? No, it just seems overkill to play more eels. I think it's okay for the prize cards to be like a little bit of a factor with those. No stadiums? No, not as of right now. I don't think we really need any stadiums, to be honest. Man, I don't even know, man. I'm stuck on this one. Actually, I'm gonna pull up my list from last format on YouTube real fast. Hold up. Let me look at the list from. Let me look at that list. I'm curious what I had in there. That's making me. How's it so hard for me to find these last two cards? It was a while ago. Maybe it was like 2 formats ago. No, I think it was last format. It was like pretty similar to what we have going on. So. Okay, here we go. What did I have in here? Oh, I had a 2/2 Magneton. I did have Heavy Baton. I had Defiance Banner Saluna. I did have 2 Squawk. You switch. I'd rather play 2 Air Balloon. I don't even know if that's true. Well, we need like Air Balloon for the Eel now, though, so we probably would want to go to 2 Air Balloon before we went to 2 Switch. Because if we set up the Eel, we need an Air Balloon for our Eel. I have 1 card left. Just do a heavy. Sure. I'm okay with that. Sure. Do we not want any kind of stadium bump? Is jamming not relevant enough? I don't know if it would make a big... I mean, we have a switch and a prime catcher still, so I don't know if I care about jamming tower that much, because the biggest thing to care about with jamming tower is taking away our mobility cards. Gear. I could see playing like a 1 gear or something like that as well, but I'm down with this. I'm down to leave this here. All right. Next deck. Put deck names in chat. When I see one that's interesting enough, we'll build it. Guardy Jealous, Typhlosion. All right, Typhlosion it is. I'm gonna go make some food real fast. I'll be right back. We'll do Typhlosion next. Right, Bengals. Yep, I'll be right back. All right. Niquil. Do we probably still play it with Dracloak, right? I saw people doing, I've been seeing a lot of people with the Pidgeot build recently, but I think Dracloak is still better. I just don't want to put a 2-parser in play. Oh yeah, I want to add that. Oh, Lola Moola. We need the Amola. I guess the question is like, what should I run? My old build had Sacred Ash, I think. We do need Ticket. We need Arvin of some count. At least 2, maybe more. Evo. Rare Candy. I don't know. I've never been a big fan of Rare Candy this deck. It's like fine. Lana over Ash? No. Vessel? Yeah, one Vessel is fine. And then opening the fire energy in the hand is... I was doing 7 fire, I think, previously. I liked that because like you want to be able to open it with the Evo. Victini, Ultra Balls, yeah. 3 maybe, 2 or 3. Usually 2 months there. Vol. I think Rare Candy does make sense now that we're playing the Alola Malola. What if we did this with the Alola Malola? Do we need any Pokemon recovery? Because the Alola Malola is like a lot of our recovery. What did I do previously? I think I did 2 counter capture 1 boss. Let's stay with that. Rescue board? We have an air balloon. For the Alola Malola. How do you get Typhlosion back? Maybe we need like a Night Treacher or 2. There's a more aggressive card. See if he needs to reach star HP? Nah, we should be fine without that. Shaman? In the current format? I don't know. Might not need it. Cut Dracloak line? Nope. Probably still play Fez. Next year, I guess, can Phil get Evos back? Yeah, I also went up to a 4. Like, from my previous list, I only had... We're going to rely on the Alola Malola a little bit here. On my previous list, I only had 3 Typhlosion. So I went up to 4 Typhlosion, add the candy, add the Alola. Is 3 Evo really necessary? Yeah, it's pretty important to hit. I actually think 4 might be better, to be honest. 4 might be correct. 4 TM Evo. Or maybe not 4, but also playing the Sacred Ash? No, we're gonna try no Sacred Ash. Maybe just 2 Night Stretcher. So I guess I want to be able to recover my Dracloaks if those get chased down, for sure. I have no draw supporters in here right now. Hold up. Okay, hold up. Oh, well, Ethan's Adventure is a big part of our draw supporting, right? Does Air Balloon replace Night Stretcher in most / all decks? Do you mean Rescue Board? Okay, thank goodness. I was like, I don't even know what to say to that. I mean, the answer would be no. The answer would be no. But we'd have to dig deeper for sure. There seems to be a severe misunderstanding of what these cards do. Run 1 Cleffa? Clef could be okay, yeah. I don't hate that. Tatsu? Tatsu could be alright. You have to play like a heavier air balloon count that they went Tatsu. Mountain? No, that's why I have the Bengals. Badoo? No, Badoo's too slow. 7G is useless? No, I disagree. Drawing into them throughout the game is pretty important. Rising them can be a factor. We want to open one in the opening hand to combo a TM Evo. As well for the Mola. Now we got to get through Artisan. I wish there was a better draw engine than the Dracloak, but there really isn't like a good... there's not really a good draw engine. Like Dracloak's the best draw engine, but it's still not great. We hit 330 in this deck? Not with this build, no. I don't really care about KO and Charizard, though. How high does Voltorb punch? That's a good question, to be honest. And I'm going to pull up my old list for reference, because I'm actually curious what else I had in here in my other build. I think this many Ionos is probably not great. We want some kind of research. We want some research counting here. Maybe something like that. I still have one slot open as of right now as well. Is Enzoric worth it over Loke? I just don't like putting the 2-prizer in play. The 2-prizer in play just always made things bad. Water Palm will have a field day on this build. Imagine making such an irrelevant statement. Couldn't be me. Churro? No. Lucha? No. If we want to tech for Charizard, we play second Victini. Or something else. So before I had 2 research, 2 Iono. Not sure. Second boss. No, I was fine with 2 counter catch or 1 boss in this list previously. I think I'll stick with that for now. No Shaman. I just don't think we need it. It's like Baby Bolt's the only thing we would possibly need it against. I don't even know if I don't know if I want to tech for Raging Ball. For the matchup is just fine. There's no other matchup where you really need the Shaman right now, so we're gonna try the Alola Malola. We're not guaranteed. It's not gonna for sure stay in here because I don't know if it's actually good. Only recovery is Stretcher and Alola Malola, no Rod. Yeah, just those two. I think that'll probably be enough, to be honest. Unless we hit a mirror match. It's not enough in the mirror, maybe. You feel like the matchup for Zard is good enough already? I don't know. I've not played this against current Charizard decks. No clue. I would assume the Charizard matchup might be bad, but I also don't know how popular Charizard is, so I don't know if I'm trying to tech for Charizard. One Rod seems necessary? No, I don't think so. I mean, maybe we need a little bit better recovery than a Night Stretcher, I guess. That could be fine. Like, I'm not against that. But I think I would do a Sacred Ash. I don't think I would do a... Is that correct, though? I feel like I just never... Well... We could do this. That opens up, like, +2 spots in the deck, I guess. I guess I don't hate that. 1 Super Rod, and then we go down to 6 energy. But, like, opening the energy is, like, so good to combo with TM Evo. That's, like, the only thing I'm thinking of. We just want the raw energies in the opening hand. Hyper Roman idea for this deck? No, that's literally just Ethan's Adventure. Or I guess it gets Drakloak, sure, but no. It's too repetitive with what else we got going on here. Best over the E-Search to discard, right? I mean, it also gets 2 energy. I haven't really thought too much about it in terms of the discard, but I mean, the discard is like nice as well. It's probably another reason that it's probably better, but we could go down to 2 TM Evo, but TM Evo is just too important to find. TM Evo is just too important. Yeah, I kind of want to keep the heavy TM Evo count. Unless we want like more Arvins, but could do both technically. More Arvin? No, Arvin's just not... Arvin is like fine in this deck. It's not that good though. I'd rather like play more Researchers or Ionos, I think. Maybe a 3rd Arvin, but I really don't like... When I played this deck previously, I really did not like 4 Arvin. 4 Arvin was actually just like bad. It's too... It's just... Yeah, it's like obviously good turn 1, but past that it's too bad. You need to see more cards. You just need more cards. FGO 2 exchange tickets? No. I'm not playing 2 exchange tickets. But Team Evo does gain a little bit, or Arvin gains a little bit more value because of the bangle now. So maybe 3 is good. Balloon? No. I think 1 balloon's probably enough. 1 Night Stretcher? No, I think we have enough Pokemon. Unless I cut a Typhlosion for yo, what's up, Pig? Unless I cut a Typhlosion for a Night Stretcher. I could see doing that, to be honest. Nest? No. Here to get exact supporter we want? I mean, no. If you prize a ticket, then the ticket's prized. That should never be how you question a scenario. If you play Dragapult, what happens if you prize all 3 of your Dragapult EX? What do you do? Gravity Mountains? No, that's the point of the bangle. The bangle covers that. Scoop, go next. Good point, putting 4th Pult in now. Wait, before you put the 4th Dragapult in, what happens if you prize all 4 Dragapult? What happens if you prize all 4? Shoot, I can't get more. I have the answer for you. Hold up. I have an answer. You can play 3 redeemable ticket and 4 Dragapult. Do 7. So until they add a 7th prize card to the game, you're good. Once they add the 7th prize card, we have to rediscuss, but... What about Charizard? Maybe second Victini? I just don't care about 1k on Charizards. The deck's not super relevant in the meta currently. I don't know if it's gonna be relevant in the next meta either. My opponent, Nialago, GX, my 7th out. All right. I still have 1 spot open here. The Alola Malola also might just be bad, but we're definitely going to give it a try. We're going to give it a shot. I could also see trying to fit back the 3/3 Dracloak again. That was pretty good. When I had it in here previously, to be honest. 7th energy. Well, if I have the Super Rod in here, I don't really want the 7th energy. Also, if I have the Super Rod in here, I kind of don't want this guy. I've usually felt pretty comfortable with 3 Typhlosion. If I'm doing the rare candy, oh no, I don't want 2 rare candy. I'm doing the rare candy though because I'm playing the Alola Malola, because Alola Malola can recover Cyndaquil but can't recover anything else. Then we can candy Typhlosion. But I guess if I'm doing that, then I should play the 4th Typhlosion if I'm gonna play the candy. 7th energy? Yeah, maybe just 7th energy. Okay, maybe I'm okay with that. Alright, Bundle or 1 more boss. Bundle doesn't seem that good in this deck. I'm down with the 7th energy though. It seems fine. We do want it in the opening hand, or just like another draw. Like we just do another research maybe. 3 research, 3 Arven, something like that. -1 candy, -1 TY, +1 Lokeline. Well, I like that. I think that there is a lot of like candies. It's a stage 2 deck, so candy, like there's synergy here, obviously. But also there's synergy with the Alola Malola. If we're using this to be some form of recovery, like constant recovery on board, there's synergy between playing a candy and playing the Alola Malola, because it recovers Cyndaquils, which is just the basic. It doesn't recover Quilavas or Typhlosions. So if we play like a higher Typhlosion count, then that synergizes with the candy and synergizes with the Alola Malola recovering the Cyndaquil, right? How about 1 Luminous just to attack with Dracloak if needed? No. Maybe 1 or 2 Night Stretcher? No. 4th Arven seems pretty good to find Box and friends. When I played this deck previously, the Arvens, honestly, I'm like between 3 and 2 Arven. I think 4 Arven is just bad in here. I think we'd always rather have more researchers than the 4th Arven. Arven did not feel great. 2nd Fez? No. If we did the night, we could cut Typhlosions for Night Stretchers. The thing is, it's really easy to get Typhlosions in hand with Ethan's Adventure. You can't get Night Stretchers in hand as easily. I feel like playing more cards that we can use to get with our other cards is probably just better. We can Ultra Ball for Typhlosion. You can't Ultra Ball for whatever the card's name is that I forgot. But yeah, you can't Ultra Ball for that. Unfortunately. Never lucky. All right. I like it. All right. Throw some deck names in chat. The next deck that stands out that I like, we'll build next. Shaman, too much abilities against Frostlass. Shaman does not protect you against Frostlass. Wugtrio. Honestly, I'm down for Wugtrio. Let's do Wugtrio. Wugtrio. This guy? Or them. All right, what is the optimal Wiglet? All right, fine. There's 6 Wiglets. All right, let's see. 61 retreat, 61 retreat, 61 retreat, 61 retreat. But dig a little, flip 1 Fez card, top card of your opponent's deck. Wait, it's got to be dude, way too many of you know the optimal the optimal Wugtrio. Alola Malola, probably, right? And Alola Malola in there. I've been seeing lists of this with Mew. Dude, I do not want to run Mew in here. Let's run Dragapult. Or Dracula, excuse me. I'm not putting Dragapult in here, but... Hilda? Yeah, some Hilda seem fine. Or Hilda? Maybe. Neutralization Zone A-Spec? Oh, probably, yeah, right? Hang on, someone's at the door. I'll be right back. All right, back to the Wug. Well, if we're gonna play a Lola Malola, we need Air Balloon, right? But then we need some kind of like way to be annoying still though, right? Like counter catchers. Like, do we just play 4 counter catcher or something? Like, what is the best way that we could be annoying? Gemstone counter catcher, is that it? I keep doing that. I keep typing CC. Is there no better draw engine in this deck than Dracloak? Like, could we build this deck to be a Dunsparce engine build? 4 Great Ball, 4 Buddy Poffin, Heavy Artisan. We could maybe build this to be a Dunsparce deck, I guess. Handheld Fan? I don't think Handheld Fan would do enough. Maybe I'm wrong, though. Maybe it could be okay. I think Gemstone is probably always going to be... Maybe it's not always going to be better, I guess. I've seen School Vat plus Mew X from Japan, but that seems terrible. Yeah, putting 2 prizes in play just seems so bad. Fan is broken. Seems okay. Hammers? Not sure about hammers. Dunsparce is way better. Attach Retreat is always an L. Prevents deck out. I guess we could build it around a Dunsparce, but then maybe I guess we don't play the Alola Malola because then we don't want to play Air Balloons, right? What's the best one? This one? Do Fan Rotom? Nah, we can probably just do one. One Fan Rotom. Actually, Fan Rotom is just never that good with the Dunsparce anyways, to be honest. It's like pretty mid. So Hilda, Iono. What should our recovery cards look like? Just like 2 Sacred Ash or something? That seems probably fine, right? 2 Hilda, 2 Colress? No, I think the Hildas are too important, to be honest. I think we should go all in on Hilda. Finding the evolution just seems really good. Night Switcher? Well, if we play Night Switcher, we have to play like 4 Night Switcher. I feel like 2 Sacred Ash is probably just better, to be honest. What else can we play for Pokemon search cards? What did Moon to Dunsparce play? Yeah, what was Moon to Dunsparce playing? Done best draw engine? I think for this deck it might be, to be honest. It might be the best draw engine. We could do the triple Artisan thing. I don't hate triple Artisan. We'll do neutralization zone in the late game. What is better, gemstones or maybe like a couple of each? Well, I feel like I'd want to commit to one more heavily. Maybe it is a couple of each, though. Like 2 gemstone and then 2... What was the other one called? Fan? Couple fans? Did you auto lose to Paul without Rabska? Maybe. Who knows? Ultra Ball? There's no other better Pokemon search card besides Ultra Ball? Maractus for stall? No, I don't think we ever want to like use Mirac. I mean, we could play Maractus, but nah. Pokeball. It has to be like Ultra Ball has to be the only other thing we play, right? I have 2 spots left. Dusk Ball. Oh, maybe Dusk Ball would be. Oh, good call. Oh, Dusk Ball. I like that. I like that. I like that. 4 Poffin, 3 Artisan. Nest Dusk. Okay, I like this. I like this. Have the 4 Counter Catcher. Have the 4 Iono. Jack. Ooh, wait. Jack's kind of sick, actually. I actually kind of like that. Let's do that. Sure, 2 Jack. Last cards. And then I'm still not sure about like gemstones versus like handheld fans or whatever. I'm still not sure about this, but well, like this would be that have to be tested to get figured out. To be honest, it'll get figured out eventually. You need ticket too? I don't think so. Oh, I guess is that how important is neutralization zone, right? I guess I could see us playing ticket because for that, to be honest, that's the only thing we'd need it for, though, right? And there's just no space in this deck. Ticket for Wugtrios too. Prizing 2 already sucks. I may have 2 Sacred Ash. I'm not really worried about Pokemon count, to be honest. 2 Sacred Ash should do us fine. Five benches for... We could definitely play a fan Rotom because it could come up. Got one of these for a fan. I like the Jacks a lot, though, to be honest. Let's cut another one for a ticket. I'm okay with a ticket, honestly. Because, yeah, the neutralization zone, like, just having that as a win condition seems kind of good. Okay. Oh, no, wait. We can't play the fan because it gets stuck. Yeah, actually, I take it back. We can't play fan Rotom because it's just going to get stuck. Okay, no fan Rotom. No fan Rotom. What was Rosix? It just doesn't do it. Xerosic really doesn't do that much. It's like so hard to time it to actually have an impact. It's just not worth playing. 1 Ash then? No, I still play 2. Like finding it's important. If we prize it, we also just lose. Oh, 1 Ash because we play the ticket. I see what you're saying. No, I think finding it aggressively is too important. We can't wait to find it late game. No Alola Malola. Alola Alola. No, because then we have to play air balloons. I was in for the meme, but what's our win con with this? Wait, do you even know what the Wugtrio does? What if you got the Miraculous at the end for deck out? I mean, you'd have to have milled all their mobility cards. I mean, we could play it, but... Robin could be decent to discard Air Balloon and Special Energy? No, I don't think so. We're not a control deck. We're just like a turbo mill deck. I mean, with like more testing maybe, but that's like super situational. That has to come through more experience with the deck in the metagame or the format or whatever. Stuff like that. Minus Artisan plus Dusk. Keeping Artisan stuck in play is just so strong for us, though. I don't know. I kind of like the heavy Artisan count, to be honest. Megaton blow over zone? Is this crazy? I want to call it crazy. I just call it, that's just bad. Why would you ever want Megaton blower? What are you Megaton blowering? Is your Miraidon deck in the Discord? No, I'll put all the lists in the Discord at the end of the stream. Which I think is actually just going to be right now, to be honest. I think that's all we're going to be doing for the stream today. I got some other stuff I got to get done before tomorrow. We're going to do a longer stream tomorrow. Yeah, I think it's going to end the stream today. Yeah. All right. I usually rate someone at the end of the streams, but I am going to be going live with a objectively bad card over objectively bad card. Is this crazy? Objectively bad card over objectively good card. Is this crazy? I'm gonna be sending y'all over. I'll go ahead and just like put this video live right now. Yeah, I did a new kind of video for the first time. Shout out to Pablo Meza, aka Tablemon, for coming to me with the idea and then being a big part of the editing and helping make this video happen. So I'm gonna go ahead and link that as I head off here. I'm gonna set it live and then link it in the chats. Let me see and make sure everything's set for it. I think I put everything on it already. But that's a little bit covering. It's mostly about my. Well, you know, I'm just gonna go ahead and link it, and let me know what you think. I do want feedback on it, so leave some feedback on the video in the comments as well. Leave some feedback. I plan on doing more videos like this in the future, with Pablo. So leave some feedback on it, for sure, in the comment section of the video. But yeah, I'm gonna set it. I think I can just set it. I think I just go. It should be good. And I'm gonna go ahead and link it here in the chats before I head off. Okay, let me know what you think. I'm excited for it. A little nervous, of course. But that's gonna do it for me. I'm gonna link this video in the chat. Go watch the video. And I think I have to link it in YouTube again. That's weird. It like went. It put the comment back in time. What did it look like over here, though? Oh, maybe it didn't. Maybe it just looked like that. It just looked like that for me. Yeah. I'll be back tomorrow. Tomorrow I'm gonna build some more decks tomorrow to start the stream, and then we're gonna play in the late night tournament with Grimmsnarl or Duraludon or Chalabomb. Probably our Chalabomb, to be honest. And then new set comes out Thursday. 12-hour stream on Thursday. Black and white set release. Friday, just gonna be same thing, playing the black and white set release. Then Saturday, invitational tournament. I might start up the stream before the invitational tournament and still just grind some more games with the new set. We'll see. But that happens at 3 p.m. West Coast time. The invitational tournament does. Yo appreciate the much there, Tommy Man. And then yeah, Sunday and going into the rest of the week, just gonna be grinding more games. I do have a couple other content things lined up. A couple other content things lined up. Either next week or the week after, or like things that are a little bit more out of the ordinary. I haven't locked in a specific time or date, but they're a little bit more casual, so it's not that serious. But those will be cool. And yeah, that's all I got. So I'm gonna head off. Have a good one. See you tomorrow, chat. Go watch the video. Peace.